The Jake Asman Show will begin shortly. Thanks to all these great Patreon members who help support the show. Get your super chats ready. Jake will be here in just a moment. If you love the New York Jets, this is the place to be. And now, the Jake Asman Show.
Rookie minicamp for the New York Jets is officially in the books. Which rookies stood out? Robby Sabo was at both of the practices, and he's going to join us to share his top takeaways. Plus, the NFL schedule is coming out later this week, and we already have a pretty good idea who the Jets are playing week one. The latest on that and much more. It's the Jake Asman Show. Let's go, Knicks. Let's hit it and get it started.
We sitting in here, we excited as hell.
Now it's time to get to work. Are you a happy guy?
Oh my goodness, let's go!
I haven't felt joy talking about the Jets in a long time. When they announced it, I went, yeah! Let's go!
A new chapter for the Jets has started. Aaron Glenn and Darren Muji are tasked with shaping the future of this franchise. Will they be the ones to finally get it right? We will be here for every step of the journey on the Jake Asman Show, breaking down all the storylines, every game, and everything in between. Please subscribe and hit the like button below. Super Chats, baby. Cut the line. The Jake Asman Show starts right now.
Here we go, Jet fans and Knicks fans. I'm pumped up. I am in a great mood as the Knicks are headed to their second consecutive Eastern Conference Finals. We will certainly hit on the Knicks as we move along. Plenty on the Jets, but we start this show with a couple of major announcements. First, I want everyone to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And I want to remind all of you that we are, in fact, presented by PrizePicks. Now, I want to announce the biggest Asmaniac event we have ever put together. Announcing right now the first ever Gangrene Beach Club. Join me and your favorite Jets reporters, content creators, super fans, all in one spot. We're headed to Ocean Casino and Resort. We're going to be partying at the HQ2 Beach Club inside Ocean Casino in Atlantic City, Saturday, July 11th. Gangrene Beach Club. Get your tickets now. We're going all day. It starts at noon, takes you till 6 p.m. You do not need to be staying at Ocean Casino for the night. If you want to just join for the day, you can. If you're staying at a different property, as long as you have a ticket to our event, which is priced at just $25, that includes any fees. There aren't any fees. We made sure that $25 flat rate to get a ticket. All you need to do is go to gangrenebeachclub.com. Let me tell you who's going to be there. Myself, Rich Cimini, Brandon Tierney. So the full Jets Collective crew, Fireman Ed, Connor Hughes, Antoine Staley, Brian Costello, Ryan Sampson, Zach Rosenblatt, Will Parkinson, Frankie V, Omari Brown, Matt O'Leary, Green Bean, Ryan Delaney, Richie Malera, Robbie Sabo, who's about to join me, Dom C, Joe Blewett, Nick Faria, Boy Green, Bree Martinez, Nick Shine, Tyson Rouch, and many, many more announcements still to come. This will be the biggest Jet event ever put together. Come join us July 11th. Get your tickets now. Tickets are limited, so if you want to go, lock in your spot. Head to the website, gangrenebeachclub.com. All right, now that we've announced that, let's say hello to a man who has promised to join us in a Speedo at HQ2. Robby Sabo, the founder of JetX, joins us now. Robbie, is this true?
Yeah, I got board shorts, so I'll flip a coin. If it's a Speedo, you know, the glance at the thighs and the calves are free all day and all night. Thank you. You're welcome in advance.
It's going down, baby. A lot of fun. We'll have plenty more info over the next 2 months about this event, but it's Monday, May 11th. Our event is July 11th. So you got 2 months, Jet fans, to lock in your spot, make your plans. If you want to spend the weekend in AC, you can. If you want to come for the day, that's certainly your prerogative, but it's going to be fun. And if you've never been to HQ2, it is the ultimate place to party and have a good time in the summer. So we're going to have a blast.
Yeah, definitely never been there. Last time I saw Blewett, we were running the pool table all night. So I'm expecting activities, Jake. Beer pong, pool, cornhole, something. My presence dictates activities, please. Room for activities.
Let's go. All right. We got a lot to talk about. Certainly, we'll get into the Knicks as well. And you guys have done a great job covering the Knicks over at Knicks X
The
Factor.
aliens are going to invade before the Knicks win a championship.
They look too good right now. I mean, they had a home game in Philly yesterday. It was unbelievable.
Strange is happening. You know, Cade Cunningham collapsed lung. The Sixers, a playoff play-in team, win, beat the Celtics. Something doesn't smell right. You know, we'll see.
Oh, man. All right. Let's start with some takeaways from rookie minicamp. You were there. A lot of people seem to be warming up to the idea of Cade Klubnik turning into something. What did you see from Klubnik? It feels like he's the lead story coming out of the 2-day rookie minicamp.
It's interesting with him. Yeah, now when it's a quarterback, it doesn't matter what you report. If it's straightforward and it's solid, the emotions are going to go high and the optimism will blast through the roof. And for Jets fans, I think that's fine. Do it. Go for it. The thing that's interesting, and we'll talk about what I saw on the field. And again, mind you, this is rookie minicamp. These are tryout guys. These are, I was about to say freshmen, but first-year players, rookies. And it was more of a learning session, this team sessions. They were going live. They were going 100%, not live, but they were going 100% speed, just no physicality, no tackling, shorts and helmets. He has an idea out there, which is a really good thing. But the other thing that's really important, and I took away, is his willingness to share his honest mindset. Like many of the things he said in the press conference, no one's explicitly asked him to share, yet he gets to that point because it's on his mind based on the trials and tribulations he had last year. So it tells me he cares. And when he speaks, it's authoritative, which is what I put in the headline for the article I wrote on Saturday. As long as it's genuine, it's going to be a real positive for him moving forward.
I just thought it was so funny how this was the pick that most of us were questioning, and the Jets post one video of him running out to the field, and that's all it took.
Breece, dude. Breece got that party started.
Yeah, I mean, Breece responded to it. They actually asked Klubnik about it during his press conference, which was great. But look, to me, he should be the second quarterback on this team by the time we get to maybe the midway point of the season. Like, I don't think it makes sense for them to add Russell Wilson. I've been steadfast in my belief that I want it to be Klubnik and Zappe competing for QB2. And Klubnik has started 40-something games in college. He's got a chance to maybe just win the QB2 job outright. I think they really like him. So I want to give him a chance, because if something happens to Geno Smith, I'd rather just get an evaluation of Cade Klubnik to know if I have a viable backup. If maybe it could be something more than that. Who knows? But that's kind of where I've been with Klubnik. And I know it's only one rookie minicamp weekend, but everything I read from you guys and talking to you now kind of backs up my thought that just give him a chance to be the backup quarterback.
What you're looking for, number one, in this scenario, rookie minicamp, is the mindset, especially at quarterback. Yeah, you got to see it on the field, but having that leadership alpha mindset, and I think we talked about it. He is an alpha. We mentioned it the last couple shows after the draft. He's an alpha. He grabs the collar and goes, and you don't want to see hesitancy, and you didn't see it this cycle with this rookie minicamp, and that's a really good thing. And on the field, as far as on the field goes, he hit Sadiq twice in these team sessions. The first one was a quick pre-snap read, 3-step, bang in the flat, crisp, right on target. The next one was a little more high level, where the defense, the corners were really tight. There was 2 verticals each sideline. So it was kind of a clear out with Sadiq coming from the backside across like an over route, 18, 22 yards. Had to buy time because it was a longer developing play. Kind of moved and shifted to the right side of the pocket. Could have been a pressure, could have been a sack. It was really long. But the fact that he released it in time with anticipation and layered it in there for Sadiq is a really good thing to see, because those are 2 contrasting plays. Really quick, pre-snap. RP. I don't know if it was RPO or play action, but you get the idea. And then a longer developing one. And then the third one that was the standout was a post to Malik McClain, in which pre-snap, middle open, so 2 high safeties. And as a quarterback, middle open unless they rotate, unless one drops down into robber and single high for the other or something of that nature. They stuck to middle open post-snap, and he knew he had it. He looked off the defense and then came back to the post and hit it pretty crisply for 25, 30 yards. So, yeah, dude, he looked good. But again, rookie minicamp, and the competition's going to ramp up.
Robbie Sabo is my guest. He was at Jets rookie minicamp over the weekend. So if you guys have a question about what he saw, a specific prospect you want some more info about, write it in the chat, and we'll bring it up on the screen. Super chats will cut the line. Also, I want to let everyone know that since Breece Hall is officially signed, sealed, and delivered on a new 3-year deal, today's raffle prize features a signed Breece Hall helmet for anyone who enters the Asmaniac raffle during our shows today. Signed Breece helmet, gift the membership, or send it a $10 super chat or higher if you want to enter for your chance to win. Let me shout out Ozzy Fullers, who already gifted 1 membership. He is in the Asmaniac raffle for
Ozzy.
1. Thank you very much, Ozzy.
Max.
PBM writes in, I got a Chubb for club. Robbie, should Jet fans have a Chubb for club?
Why not, guys? Listen, it's all about the context. It's all about the gray area, the nuance. Have a Chubb.
Calm your freaky down.
Chubb for club, but while keeping it within the proper perspective. He's a 4th-round rookie still. This is just rookie minicamp. Yes, I think the Chubb is a little thicker when you consider the fact that he was tossed around as a 1st-round QB1, QB2 type guy last year. So I get it from that perspective. But, be excited. Just understand what the situation is and keep that in the back of your mind. I think that's definitely okay.
Well, I think, again, this all started with him running out onto the field. Like that really is what started the hype for Klubnik. And then you guys all said he played well, looked the part. Yes. I get it. It's against fellow rookies. But this video was all the Jet fan needed for them to be excited about Cade Klubnik.
And see, that video, usually social media videos are nothing. They're throwaways. You don't pay attention to them. But with him, and we said it before we even saw this, he has that leadership attitude that you want to see. And, I'm sure everyone has heard the stories already. They also talked about how Klubnik, I don't know if he specifically led the charge, but he was one of the guys to lead the charge. Everyone, all the teammates got together in the hotel room to go over the install, to go over the playbook, the information that has been thrown at them from the Jets. So, leadership stuff off the rip right away. And again, it's that honesty of oversharing in a way that doesn't hurt him in the New York media. I know this is the first time. He's a rookie. Everything is joyous. No one's going to challenge him, but he doesn't look uncomfortable. You don't raise your eyebrow at him going, man, this guy, what is he talking about? Like he's talking about nonsense. This doesn't matter. All of it that he preaches and talks about, you could understand. And that's a really big thing we shouldn't overlook, that he acts the part in that regard.
Shining Wizards Kevin says, can we just not let the fact that Robbie said the Chubb is thicker go unnoticed?
Did I say that? Yeah.
Calm your freaky down.
Comments, questions, super
I give Jake drops every time I'm on. Listen, it's part of the contract.
Super chat from Kyle Clifton, who writes in, I'm happy with Zappy and Chubb. Let him go at it.
Yeah, Zappy. Listen, if I agree with you, Klubnik, you want to see him win that QB2 job. And if he doesn't and Zappy beats him, you're going to be worried and concerned. But, the alternative is Zappy is much better than people think. And he actually won the job on merit. But, we'll see. Klubnik, as long as it's genuine, and there's no way for us to know, but teammates will smell it a mile away. As long as this leadership and this alpha attitude is genuine, because no one explicitly asked him about his struggles last year. He just kind of, after a certain question about what makes him kind of different from other mid-round quarterbacks, he just went into it. And he went into it and was honest, talked about his injuries. He didn't bring that up right away. It wasn't excusey, not to me. It was just part of the story.
Someone asked him about it at the end.
Okay. That's good. That's even better. I forgot that someone explicitly. So, regardless, what he overshares that information in a way that feels right. It's really something for a fresh on the scene quarterback.
Yeah, he was impressive, no doubt. This to me was the best part of his presser with you guys when he was asked. I guess someone heard that the Jets rookies got together the night before in the weight room at the hotel to work on some of the plays they were covering during team install. This was Cade talking about that.
Just challenge us a lot with a pretty, good install, and it's most of our first times learning it, and we had a lot of hours of install and really pouring into us and coaching us well, and then we had a walkthrough yesterday afternoon with the team and stuff. But then we finished up around 7-8 o'clock, and I think around 9 o'clock some of us got together the last 2 nights and was like, hey man, we want to make sure that we're clean when we get out there. And we're all studying in our rooms by ourselves anyway. We're up for 10, 11 o'clock studying and making sure we have all of our notes down and making sure we're clean when we get to the next day. Because at the end of the day, I want Omar to go have the best day he can have. And I want him to be clean and confident to go run the best routes he has and not have to be thinking a lot. And when I want to be out there, I don't want to be thinking about a million different things. And I'm going to, but as much as I can be, locked in on what my job is, then that's what I want our team to be able to go execute. And so a few of us just got together and nothing special, just kind of walked through some of the stuff just a little bit extra because we're all sitting around the hotel. I mean, we're up here for a reason. It's to go be great in rookie minicamp, and we're all in the hotel, and there's not really anything else to do than study ball. So let's get together, walking through a few routes. We had some space issues, so we went and walked around in the weight room in the hotel, and we're running about 3-yard routes, but it's better than nothing.
Man, who doesn't love Cade Klubnik? I'm sold, Robbie. This guy is the next Chad Pennington.
He's that Texan, slick-haired back, McConaughey gunslinger. Westlake High School broke Drew Brees' and Nick Foles' records in high school. I think it's Westlake. Someone correct me if I'm wrong.
You're right. Yep.
Yeah, Austin, I believe. And see how he overshares? See how his mindset goes into the next thing that's his convo, what he's saying at the podium goes into the next thing that's natural and organic on his mind. And he made it look easy. It's not easy for these kids, man. You bring in all these rookies, and every drafted one from Bailey to Payne, they get up there. A lot of them are short. A lot of them are concise. You're nervous. He made it look extremely easy, and he overshares. Again, it'll come down to authenticity. Is that the real deal? And we'll find out.
Hit the like button if you're just joining us. Robbie Sabo is our guest. We're recapping Jets rookie minicamp over the weekend. We'll get to the Breece Hall extension. Certainly want to get Robbie's thoughts on that. And we got some NFL schedule news that directly impacts the New York Jets that we will cover. But if you're just tuning in, the biggest announcement of all the announcements, our first ever Gang Green Beach Club is scheduled for July 11th. Join me and your favorite Jet reporters, content creators, super fans all in one spot. HQ2 Beach Club in Atlantic City. Purchase your tickets for just $25 at ganggreenbeachclub.com. All the information is available at ganggreenbeachclub.com. Robbie Sabo has agreed to wear a Speedo. If that doesn't get plenty of women to buy tickets for this event, I don't know what will.
They'll be coming. They'll flock, Jake. They'll flock. I tell you, as Maniacs, you guys better be there. Show up in droves because,
the Chuck Wagon's going to be there. I already got my ticket for AC, Robbie. Would be an honor to say hi and shake your hand. How about that? Chuck Wagon wants to see you in a Speedo. And
we're hugging, Chuck. We're hugging. Come on, shake hands. We bro hug over here. Let's do it.
Love it. Love it. Maybe we'll invite Cade Klubnik to Atlantic City, see if he wants to stop by. It's before training camp.
Yeah, hey, Klubnik, and let's get the whole crew. Let's get the whole draft class. See how the Jets like it.
Peter Castor says, go with Club and Zappy. Forget Wilson. Look, Glenn was asked about Russell Wilson the other day. Didn't exactly sound like they're like desperate to bring him in. The fact that they even offered Russell Wilson, to quote Russ when he spoke with the Post last week, why? It will never make sense to me.
I could see this scenario unfolding. Okay, Gino brings up the idea. They say, okay, we'll talk to him. We'll offer something. But if he drags his feet whatsoever, we're done. And I would guess, I don't know anything, but I would guess that's what happened. And it's funny, Glenn doesn't want noise, and I agree with him. But he's not even on the team, Russ. And there's already storylines and headlines and noise around it. So, geez, I agree with you. Just bypass him. Develop, focus on the youngsters, develop. This is the right season to do that.
What other rookies stood out at rookie minicamp? We opened the show talking about Klubnik, of course. Give us the rundown. Let's go through just the main players that obviously stood out. We'll start with David Bailey, your guy, David Bailey, rocking the number 31.
I'm rooting for him, man. I'm rooting for. How do you feel about 31, by the way, at edge?
It's weird, but he wore it in college, so it's almost understandable.
I'm okay with it. I mean, honestly, and Glenn, this is noteworthy. Glenn talking about the system, defensive fronts in the presser. I think Nania covered it in an article. Bailey will be an outside linebacker. Obviously, you got to be to wear 31. You can't pull it off as a. There are still some numbers rules in the NFL. He'll be an outside linebacker, and then he talked about the big man, Darrell Jackson, and he called him perfect for his big edge, which is 5 tech, 4 eye, 4 head up with the tackle. So a lot of people assumed he's going to be the backup nose, but it makes more sense for him to be the backup big edge because he's really tall. And how big he is, what is he, 6'6"? I forget how tall he is, 6'5", 6'6". It doesn't look as big as he actually is. So him backing up Onyemata as that big D end in the 3-4 with an edge still outside of him, Osai or Enigbari, makes a lot of sense. That was a shocker for me.
Your thoughts?
But Bailey, yeah, I didn't really see much from Bailey. It was tough. Like, we didn't get much time to see the practice unfold. It was like 20, 30 minutes. Day 1, nothing with team sessions. Day 2, we saw very little with team sessions. The Klubnik stuff stood out. So in terms of Bailey or any other the rookies on field, not much jumps out right now.
I don't know, man. I saw a couple reps from David Bailey, and I know I wanted Arvell Reese, but
do you have him on video so we can watch or no?
Yeah, I mean, this sold me, man. I mean, all I needed to see was this one drill here, and I'm like, put this guy in Canton. Here come the 10 sacks as a
Bruce
rookie.
Smith, baby. Bruce.
Probably 15 year 2.
Yeah. I'm a geek. I love watching this stuff. I don't even care if it's not team sessions. We just didn't get enough time. You will see, dude. Bailey, he's got the first step. He's got the finesse. How they work him into the in-structure stuff in the NFL, I think is going to be the first part. And if the coaching staff really is worth its weight, then they could make some strides there.
Kenyon Sadiq, read he had a bunch of nice catches. You talked about him briefly when we were going through Klubnik.
Yeah.
What'd you see from him?
Oh, he's a unit. He is put together. He can move. Someone asked me when I tweeted about the completions, how does he look in terms of route running? Impossible to know with route running. His fluidity, the way he moves, excellent. But route running, the ins and outs, reading defenses and timing, because tight ends, the timing in terms of route running is huge compared to receivers. You have to release at the right time in certain spots, block and release. You have to do so many different things. Chip. So, he's going to be on the move too. H-back, Y off, even play big slot. He looks the part. He looks the part. We'll get a much better idea of him as the summer goes along. Who else? Pons looks the part too. Pons absolutely looks the part. He does look like Glenn out there. Really, pretty much just saw him in team drills, and he's smooth. He turns really well, and I wouldn't say overly intense, but he's a guy who you could tell just never dogs it. Always goes full tilt, even if it's positionals.
Did you see anything from Cooper that was notable besides the fact he's rocking the Santana Moss number 83?
Not much, to be honest. I mean, just team drills. Didn't see much in the team sessions, the brief team sessions we saw. Cooper in the presser. To me, he feels like a guy who just wants to destroy the opponent on the field. I wouldn't call him really quiet. He's not quiet. He's the opposite of Klubnik in that he doesn't overshare, but that's who he is. He doesn't need to overshare. He proves his worth on the field, and I think that's the attitude he takes. And I think he's chomping at the bit to get going.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how this guy does it, but Cisco Lopez just dropped a 20 spot of gifted memberships for the community. Hit it, Adam Shine.
I was obsessed with Sadiq, certified free, 7 days a week, certified free. Obsessed with Sadiq, certified free, 7 days a week, certified. Obsessed with Sadiq, 7 days a week.
7 days a week.
certified free.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cisco Lopez in the Asmaniac raffle for 20 entries as we kick off a new week. Ladies and gentlemen, listen up. Do you hear that, Robbie? Do you hear it? I do. It's raining channel memberships.
It's raining.
Grab your Gustbuster umbrella. Here we go. 20 names from Cisco Lopez. After I read these off, I'll let everyone know the 3 weekly prizes for this upcoming week after we did our weekly Asmaniac raffle on Saturday. Here we go. From Cisco, Christopher Wheeler, Uno1728. Our guy, Seth Martinez, who won a signed jersey on Saturday. Congrats again, Seth. Joe McClung, Father of Tears, T-Maz. Hey, Sixers, you suck. Let's go Knicks. Black Jacks, True American 274. MMM Rocketeer, Nate is mid. J Nut for life. Lauren C. Toppin, Maddie NY Jets, Duncan McLean, Billy YD. Get your ass to Atlantic City, Jet fans. It's going down. Tenacious S, S7, Lou B for life, Mario San Antonio, and Vegas Nick, all receiving a gifted membership from Cisco Lopez. Let's go. Let's go. All right, since we're talking about gifted memberships here and raffle prizes, let me mention this. So we got a Breece Hall signed helmet up for grabs on our shows today. That will be at the end of our second show. So you have this show, if you're watching live, or this afternoon, your chance to enter for that. And for the first time ever, Robbie, get this, signed Darrelle Revis end zone pylon is the top prize in our weekly raffle. I purchased a Revis signed end zone pylon. It's pretty cool. I have a Wayne Corbett one as well that we gave away a few weeks ago. But
okay, what made you think pylon? What made you think that? Did you just see it when you were browsing? What happened there?
Pristine Auctions had it on sale, and I'm like, you know what? We've done jerseys, helmets, footballs. You got to switch it up in the offseason. You got to give people different things to keep it interesting. And a Revis pylon for the man cave. What's better than that?
Keep it fresh and interesting. Yeah, pylon works, dude. In the man cave, you could do a lot of different things for sure.
Signed Joe Klecko jersey. Can't go wrong with one of the best Jets ever. Pro Football Hall of Famer. And last but certainly not least, your guy, a signed Wayne Corbett football. So those are the 3 prizes for this upcoming Saturday, the weekly raffle for our show. And again, for those tuning in, a Breece Hall helmet up for grabs today on the program. Let me shout out T-Town Jet, who's in the Asmaniac raffle for 1. Thank you very much, T-Town. Appreciate you. Super chat from Atlanta Jet fan. Is there a scenario where Klubnik is so good the Jets don't draft a QB next year? Is it possible? Sure. The likelihood of that, I would say, is less than 5%.
Yeah, it's especially the timing. Like, listen, even in the wildest positive dream that he works out and he gets to starter level, a year from now, it's asking for a lot. So I would say no.
I mean, think about it. The fact of the matter is, Aaron Glenn needs to win games to save his job. Geno Smith's going to play because he clearly is the best quarterback on the roster and gives the Jets the best chance to win.
Correct.
For Klubnik to play enough games where the Jets don't need to draft a quarterback, Geno would either have to get hurt very early or be so bad they go to Klubnik, and then Klubnik would have to play so well that no matter who the coach is, they want to stick with Klubnik when they have 3 first-round picks and a much better quarterback class. It's very tough to kind of picture how the stars would align for something like that to actually happen, given the coaching staff on the hot seat and the fact that this coaching staff that took Klubnik, they might not be here a year from now. So whoever the next coach is has no allegiance to Cade Klubnik.
Yeah, and it's one of those things you'd never know after just 1 year. I know everyone loves Tyler Shook right now in New Orleans, but you don't know. They don't know. It could easily turn on a dime in which he proves that, maybe he's not the guy. Maybe he's not the, 15-year starter. We just don't know. Those early positive signs, even a full year, do not prove a damn thing. And, that would be the best case scenario. Klubnik, 4th rounder, shows some worth and does some good things, and he's still a 4th rounder. So you go with a top guy, see what happens. Roll the dice.
Mike D's Nuts checks in. Mike says, "Morning, Jake and Robbie. I want the helmet." Mike D's Nuts, you're in the Asmaniac raffle for
Good
2.
job.
Appreciate you. Comments, questions, your super chats. They cut the line. Veteran Jet fan says, "Need Beast on the beach." I'll tell you what.
Yeah, who's going, dude?
Beast Breaker in Atlantic City. You want to talk about a chick magnet?
Call the National Guard. Holy cow. Holy cow, dude.
I gotta go take a shit right now.
There would be porta potties, I'm sure.
Yeah, no, it's like $1 billion property.
Yeah, yeah, you could make some pretty nice porta potties. Yeah, we need Mikey, we need Bobby, we need the whole crew. I know it's early in the game, but I got to see these guys. I only met a few of you at the Tampa event. It's got to be bigger this time. It has to be.
Oh, people have been on my ass. You never do anything in New Jersey. I'm like, we play in New Jersey. We play at MetLife, the dumpable dumps. This is a cathedral where we're doing this at. HQ2 is incredible. Ocean Casino is the nicest property in AC.
Yeah, never been there. It'll be a first time for me.
Let's go. We're going to do your calls coming up. Comments, questions, your super chats, cut the line. Robbie, first time we've obviously had you on since the Jets got a deal done on Friday with Breece Hall. Give us your quick take on the Jets and Breece coming to terms on a new deal, essentially 2-year deal, $29 million guaranteed, 3 years, $45 million. Your thoughts on the contract and the Jets getting this done?
Can't knock it. Can't knock it anyway. And that's especially the case with the way Breece, his response to the whole thing. You could tell he was emotional. You could tell it meant a hell of a lot to him. He woke up on the right side of the bed after it was done, and I don't blame him. That's life-changing money. That is validation for who you are in this league and who you are as a player and what you've done to work back from that knee injury. He cited the knee injury. I think he said, what was the quote? The first time he got emotional or first time he cried since the knee injury. And I like it. I'm here for that. I like those words. I like that honesty. And kudos to Breece. And in terms of the payment, look, you could say whatever you want. In this Jets situation, it's basically just, 2 years? You don't have to worry about it. It's not a big deal. They need him. They need that weapon. I can't knock it in any variety right now at all.
Yeah, I mean, look, the bottom line is this. Breece Hall is a good player. I think he'd be much better if he was on a better team over the last couple of years. The Jets just quite simply don't have enough good players. They have the most cap space in the league next year. Mm-hmm. This contract is not that much relative to other premium positions, and running back is not one of them. And you're trying to lay the foundation for whoever the quarterback is a year from now. And Breece helps whoever that player is. We've seen this. And hopefully Frank Reich could get back to using Breece Hall the way we all know he's capable of being used, as a dynamic weapon out of the backfield. I mean, he had his lowest amount of receptions last year. Part of that's the quarterback play, but I just don't think they had great play calling to find ways to get the ball to Breece Hall. So right. I think with the weapons they've added, the O-line
passing was rough. He
so bad.
Get it done. Yeah.
Like there's no reason why Breece, if healthy this year, doesn't have the best year of his career. That's how I look at it.
Rhythm. With Fields, there was no rhythm, no timing, no acting, no confidence. And people say, oh, what's the big... It's not hard to complete a 5-yard pass, quick delay out of the backfield flat. It is. Certain quarterbacks can't do it. So yeah, from that regard, I like it. I think the only way you could knock it is if you pay a guy where you worry about what's going to happen afterwards in terms of his mindset and you not work as hard. And with Breece, you never worry about that. So yeah, I like it. I love it from pretty much every regard.
Comments, questions, super chats, cut the line. We will get into all that and more in regards to Breece and some of the other details that emerged since his signing. Robby Sabo is my guest. Your thoughts on the other running backs in that room? What are you expecting from Braylon Allen, Isaiah Davis, any rookie maybe stand out over the weekend? Like it always felt to me like they were going to get something done because they didn't draft anyone. They didn't sign anyone. Yep. And you already used the tag on Breece. So team building wise, it just makes sense to get a deal done, not deal with that distraction, send the right message to the locker room, like get Breece to be fully bought in, which he will be. Like, I just think it makes too much sense.
Yes. Full disclosure, and I think I said it many times, I didn't agree with the Sauce and Garrett extensions last year. I didn't think it was ready. It was right for where they are in the program building. At the end of the day, though, it worked. I mean, I was wrong. They were right. Signing them to the long-term deals, having that good faith put on the table, and doing it in a way where the wiggle room could be there to trade them if need be, was something that no one thought about. So this is not exactly that situation, but Braylon, look, I still like Braylon. I think I'm higher on Braylon than the most right now. The injury really derailed it, but coming off the injury, you can't trust a guy. Anyone who missed a full season like this, I have a hard time trusting. So from that regard, Isaiah Davis, I like him, RB2 in certain situations, third down back in certain situations, but you needed Breece. You had to have him. There was no other alternative at all.
Well said. Couple super chats I want to hit here, and then we'll hit on the schedule stuff because that's going to be a big center of conversation this week on our show. NFL schedule release is Thursday night. This one's from Mike DeRamo. He's in our raffle for 2. Mike, congrats on your Joe Namath signed helmet you won on Saturday. I sent it out already, so you should have it early this week. I also included for you, Mike, a display case. So you got the Namath helmet and the display case already all set for you in that box I sent you. So call in when you get it and show it off for the Asmaniac community. But Mike's in our raffle for the Breece Hall helmet today for 2. If Klubnik is that good, fine. Think about what we could trade him for after we pick our QB in 27. Well, I mean, if you want to do the hypothetical, if Klubnik is so good, then maybe you wouldn't trade him. All of a sudden, you could be a team that's moving out of a certain spot in the draft and getting more picks. Like, there's too many unknowns here to really float out Klubnik is so good. Now what? We have all these picks. What do we do with these picks? Like, let's worry about it if it happens.
Let's put it this way. If things go well for the Jets and Glenn this year, a year from now, we're not going to know much about Klubnik. We're just not. And that's the fact. I think we can get a pretty good idea, pretty good sense from the summer. There's enough. If he's QB2 at some point in training camp, there's enough there where you could feel pretty good or not. You could evaluate, but the chances are really good we're not going to know much about him towards the back half at the end of the season, next off season. And that's not a bad thing. That would be a good thing. That means Geno plays well. That means the Jets do some good things. So again, it's just pay attention to his words, pay attention to the way he delivers it, how honest he is, and how his teammates take to that. That's going to be something I really want to see this summer.
Ladies and gentlemen, a super chat from Steady Eddie Zedward, who took a shot at me on Boy Green's show this morning.
What did he say?
He called in to Boy Green's program, and he was playing the guitar. So Boy Green does what any good talk show host would do. You ask him to play a little guitar, and he was like, you can't put me on the spot like that, like Ginger Jake. Edward.
Musicians, dude. Musicians, they want to play at any and all times. On the spot is beautiful.
I mean, be better, Edward. We expect more from you, all right? You look like John Lennon, for crying out loud. The least you could do is play a little guitar. My God. Yeah. But anyway, he goes, glad it's only 3 years and glad the Jets have an out clause. I really hope Breece learns how to break tackles now. I mean, it's a 2-year deal, and I think saying Breece can't break tackles is a little unfair. If you're ranking running backs, Breece is in the top 10 in the NFL. I'm sorry, he is.
It's weird. Breece, there's been many iterations of Breece, and through no fault of his own. I shouldn't say that. Through little fault of his own. It's been more situation. And with running back, it comes down to situation all the time. Think about the Breece that was drafted that first year, 2022, how explosive he looked under LaFleur, under that LaFleur system, without pretty much, they had a passing game somewhat, but it wasn't potent. That was explosive. Now, has he lost a step since the injury? I think he did the following year. It takes some time to get back. Is he fully back? I don't know. You can make an argument either way, but there was a point after that injury where I felt like he wasn't hitting the hole hard, and that was his biggest thing. He was looking for the home run on too many plays as opposed to getting a tough 3, 4, 5 yards. And I know for sure that was one of the things Glenn talked about with Breece last year to work on, to improve upon. Don't look for the home run every time. Garrett too, both of those guys. We talked about it on the show. I think this past season, he worked on it and got a little better at it, and it got better steadily throughout this season. And if that continues, I think you might see the best Breece we've seen this season.
Breece.
He's got breaking tackles. Yeah, look, man, he hasn't had a lot of help. It's tough. Yeah, he had an O-line with Justin Fields and the RPOs and all that stuff. That helps, but he didn't have a passing game. I guarantee if you have a passing game with Breece, he's going to break more tackles.
If you're one of these 600 people watching live right now, one, thank you. It's May 11th. The Knicks are in the Eastern Conference Finals, and you're listening in to some Jets talk. We will get into the New York Knicks coming up here.
The aliens are coming.
They swept the Philadelphia 76ers. Knicks fans, this is the glory days right now for most people that are fans of the team who obviously don't remember the 2 championship teams in the late 60s, early 70s. Beningo's got his broom out. We're pumped. We'll talk some Knicks coming up. But speaking of Breece, I'm presented by PrizePicks, promo code HMA. And if you use the promo code on the screen there, HMA, and you put $5 in, you get $50 available in lineups. Here are the Breece Hall projected numbers on PrizePicks. Is there one that you would bet your life on, Robbie Sabo, that Breece will have more or less of in 2026?
Receiving yards.
Nice. I like that one too. 325.5 is very low, given he's gone over that number every year of his career. He was healthy besides his rookie year.
Receiving yards. Receiving yards for a running back, as long as the OC isn't some crazy, moronic dude in today's day and age, is dependent on having a professional quarterback. And Geno, his release is fine. His release is quick enough. He could process. So, 325, over 325, that would be the best bet for me.
Ladies and gentlemen, PrizePicks. Shout out to them. Get your Jet future lineups made right now. Promo code HMA, or just click the link in my description. Takes you to the app. Download the app and use that code. Robbie Sabo is with us here. Super Chats will continue to cut the line, and we've been talking a lot about Breece. Signed Breece Hall helmet is the prize on our shows today. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk schedule now, shall we? The New York Giants will open the season at MetLife on Sunday Night Football, Week 1, against the Dallas Cowboys. Now, why does that impact the Jets? Well, the Jets and the Giants obviously share the world's largest air conditioning unit stadium. So because of that, as you see on the graphic here, with the Giants playing at home Week 1, that likely means the New York Jets will open the season on the road in Week 1, unless the Jets, of course, play Monday Night Football at home Week 1, which feels extremely unlikely. So I'm going to say it's safe to assume that the Jets will be on the road Week 1, and I will continue to double down on my prediction for months already. The NFL is going to put the Jets in Nashville against the Tennessee Titans. So it's Aaron Glenn versus Robert Saleh. Week 1, just like last year, it was Aaron Rodgers versus the Jets in Week 1. Just like in 2021, it was Sam Darnold versus the Jets in Week 1. They love the revenge angle. Jets at Titans. I'm calling my shot. That's the Week 1 opponent. And today's news that the Giants are at home on Sunday night in Week 1 only furthers my feeling that is what's happening. Your thoughts?
I agree. And I've learned my lesson to not go against you in terms of the scheduling. Last year, you were going to be Rodgers, right? Week 1, the whole time.
Yep.
Week 1.
And I also said he'd throw 4 touchdowns and torch the Jets, which he did.
I was also on that. He didn't do it with physicality. He did it with at the line. Now
the Jets helped him. I mean, Brandon Stevens dropped a pick 6. The Jets could have won that game, but 100%. Rodgers did finish with 4 touchdowns and led a game-winning drive.
Yeah, it was more the stuff he did at the line won them that game. Unfortunately, he engineered it at the line, but. I can't remember who I was like, I think Pitt might be Week 2, prime time, something like that. I was going for the underdog. I'm not going against you. Tennessee on the road makes all the sense in the world.
If it is Tennessee, that's going to be the Asmaniac meetup game, folks. So start saving up for your flights to Nashville if we get that matchup. Yeah. I mean, look, the schedule is the schedule. We know the opponents already. We've known the opponents now for months since the season ended. What would be an ideal scenario or an ideal start to the year from a Jet perspective for you, Robbie?
To get off to a good start.
Yeah, what would be the best case scenario, how it lays out? Do you want some easier games early? Do you want to take on the tougher teams early, with the thought process being the tough teams aren't at their best early in the year? For example, I'd rather play the Chiefs first 4 weeks of the year than late in the year when Mahomes is back and he's healthy and they're rolling. I just think if you're the Jets, you need to get off to a good start. What's the best path to potentially doing that?
I think by and large, there's a lot of momentum in football, and there's a lot of chemistry and feel-good stuff that happens in the locker room, and you can really overplay your talent or underplay your talent based on the start. So the easier the schedule in the beginning, the better. In terms of home and away split, I kind of like it to be balanced. Good point with Chiefs. I think Chiefs, first 4 weeks, get that done as well. Maybe Fields is the little revenge there with Fields, but I think you're spot on. As easy as possible. We know it's going to be the road now, unless, as you said, Monday Night Football. Tennessee, it's not the worst thing in the world. Tennessee on the road, it really isn't. And Salah, if you make the argument Salah knows the Jets, not really. It's a different team. It's different personnel.
It's more the narrative than anything else. They can win that game.
Correct. And that's a very winnable game. You could love coming out victorious there because it's on the road. It's feel good. You're beating Salah. You're making a statement. So I kind of like it. And then try to make it as easy as possible the next 3 weeks. And yeah, to your point, get the Chiefs in there without Mahomes.
So here's my other prediction. So I'm still holding firm. I think it's going to be Salah versus the Jets week 1. Yeah. If it's not week 1 for the Jets in Nashville, couldn't you see the NFL sticking them in Buffalo to open their stadium and give the Bills a homecoming win?
Always. Especially AFC East factor. Recently it hasn't been the case, but for a long stretch there, it was always an AFC East opener to the season, you felt like, right? But the narratives have overruled it with Pitt and Rodgers and probably Tennessee and Salah. I got to bring up the opponents here.
It's on the screen.
Oh, shoot. I clicked off.
I feel like you're never actually watching the StreamYard when you're on the show.
I'm a multitasker, my friend. I'm all over the place with my 23 open tabs on the computer. Yeah. Get the Chiefs in there. Do we know for sure when Mahomes is coming back?
I mean, he claims he's going to be ready for week 1, but we'll see.
I didn't even hear that. He claims that, really?
Yeah. I mean, the Chiefs have said they think he'll be ready for the opener. Mahomes says that's his goal.
Miami's tricky because you don't know what Miami's going to be whatsoever with Halfley. But I wouldn't mind Miami in the first 4 weeks as well. I would prefer Miami at home late in the season, though, with the Miami weather team. That's a factor. So, yeah, I don't know.
If I'm the Jets, I want Tennessee and one of either the Raiders or Cleveland
with
in
Mendoza.
My first 4 games.
Well, it's going to be – we probably don't think it's going to be Mendoza, right? It's going to be Cousins to start, but we don't know
It might not
yet.
be Mendoza, but I just think it's a winnable game either way. You're at home against the Raiders, who were the worst team in the league last year besides you.
Hey, under the radar, dark horse, LaFleur.
Revenge game. LaFleur versus the Jets.
Dark horse with Arizona.
Jets at Cardinals week 1 if you want to stay with the revenge theme.
Hey, there's plenty of options. The NFL is licking its chops right now. No doubt about that.
So, programming note, I was texting with Rich and BT, Rich Samedi and Brandon Tierney. We're going to do a live Jets collective right after the Jets schedule is officially announced Thursday night around 8:15, 8:30. So we'll be live on the Jets Collective YouTube channel that night for our latest podcast. But we will see. We'll get leaks throughout the week, and we'll certainly cover it on the show. But with the Giants again playing at home in week 1, that means all signs point to the New York Jets being on the road in week 1 of the NFL season.
Yeah, that's a nice mix you guys got. Samini with the Nuggets and what he does, and then BT. BT. He's unleashed. Dude goes crazy. A diehard Jets fan, and then you running the ship. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good mix.
We thank you for that. Mad Max checks in. He goes, Jake, you should do your game beat up in Chicago. I've been there before. Super nice city, and the deep dish pizza is super good. So Chicago's definitely on the short list. Well, it's just going to depend on the time of year for these games, right? Like, we all love the idea of doing a Jet meetup in Chicago. That's fun. No one's going to like the idea of doing that if the Jets are playing the Bears in late November and it's the 2-8 Jets taking on, the 8-2 Chicago Bears. So the goal is to do the meetup in September or early October when the Jets hopefully are still relevant. Like last year we did Tampa. They were only 0-2 at the time, so we still had some semblance of hope for a season. So it will depend on the schedule, but we'll know our answer on Thursday.
Yeah, and they played well week 1, so there was still hope. And they almost won. Will McDonald came out of the phone booth and almost made it happen, but didn't happen.
Dave Briggs says, warm weather cities only. Well, that's the goal, Dave. That's the goal.
It's funny. Growing up, I loved winter. I was born in winter. I didn't care what season it was, how hot it was. The older I get, man, the more I feel like Joe Beningo. Give me that warm weather. I'm getting there. It's making me depressed. I'm telling you, something's got to happen, Jake. Something. As a fellow redhead, you probably disagree, but yeah, give me the warm weather.
It's up to you, New York, New York.
Joe B brought out the broom. The New York Knicks, they sweep the Sixers. They don't play until either May 17th or May 19th now at the earliest. So OG, rest up the hamstring. Josh Hart, rest up. Everyone gets to rest up as we hope that the Pistons and the Cavs kill each other and play a grueling 7-game series. The Knicks are the betting favorites to reach the finals. They have been for a while now. Now it's even more so. The way they're playing, Robbie, they could beat anyone when they play like this. And the way they're playing offensively, the fact that they don't have OG Anunoby for game 3 or game 4 on the road and what's supposed to be a tough place to play, and they win the way they did on Friday and then again yesterday, unbelievable. I mean, there's just not enough good things you could say about how well they're playing. Give the coach, Mike Brown, who certainly faced his fair share of criticism during these playoffs and during the regular season and all the expectations this team has, and they have reached the conference finals. Don't lose sight of this, Knicks fans, for the second straight year after they didn't go to the conference finals for 25 years before last year. So enjoy this. This team is awesome. They're fun. This fan base is incredible. They're taking over the local news. There is nothing like rooting for the Knicks when they're playing like this.
Live inside Xfinity Mobile Arena tonight, Cheyenne. This game was brutal.
This is a Mother's Day massacre. I love my mom, you know what I mean? To spend time thinking that I'm going down with the ship, but I'm going down with the ship, so I gotta make it up to mama.
Sell the team, fire Nick Nurse, everybody gone. Like Kyle Lowry, coach.
We're getting clowned. Yeah, I got nothing. I think it was game 6 a few years ago when the Knicks beat us here, and we walked out and they were chanting like this. It's worse this year.
They gotta play better defense.
And I love Joel, and I hope he stays. I love the whole team. They did amazing, but it's just heartbreaking. It really is. It's a wrap.
Amazing.
That is
absolutely amazing.
That is tremendous. Holy cow. I hate doing this, but I'm going to be that guy. I'll bring balance to the force, Jake. Don't hate me, please. That kid was 100% right. They got to play better defense. What the hell? They are gutless, that Philly team. They weren't even trying. The Knicks had practice shot after practice shot in game 4 in the series.
They mailed it in. They mailed it in. They saw that their arena was invaded by Knicks fans, that Joel Embiid is getting booed at home. They're getting booed in pregame warmup. They mailed it in. When Nick Nurse was mic'd up and they showed him telling his team in a game that they're down 3-0 facing elimination, you guys need to play harder. It's over. If you have to tell your team to play harder when you're facing elimination at home, when you don't have pride to show up and not get swept in your own building, which, by the way, we no longer could say is their building when the Knicks fan outnumbered the Sixer fan yesterday, 80-20 at least.
Yes.
It's over. And the Knicks, to their credit, they didn't play with their food. They didn't mess around. They stepped on their throat. And it goes back to Friday night because the Knicks have been up 2-0 in playoff series the last couple of years, and they always lost that game 3. They couldn't step on the opponent's throat. Remember Indiana a couple of years ago had a chance to go up 3-0, and they blew that game on the road. Nembhard hit that shot.
Yeah, Nembhard.
They are not messing around, man. And like the point differential they've won by during the 7-game winning streak, they've never done this in franchise history. This is historic stuff we're watching.
Is this trying to bring balance to the force? Is this fair to say? The Knicks have been extremely good and extremely fortunate.
Yeah, you play who you play and you take advantage of your opportunities.
100%. Me being the fan who started in the 90s, watching Riley and the finger roll in 95, games 6 and 7 in Houston. Again, I'm getting the bomb shelter ready. It just, I refuse to believe it's going to be this easy moving into the finals. That's why I'm not being the pessimistic guy. I'm just trying to be realistic. It's like this. They had this wide open conference with all the injuries, Halliburton, Tatum, and it feels like Tatum coming back screwed up Boston. How did Philly beat Boston? How?
Amazing.
How? Boston must have missed shots because they're a three team. Living
that was it.
3.
I missed a ton of shots. And they blew a huge lead in game 5.
No Halliburton, Lillard traded, no Giannis. They have to do it. And then Cade Cunningham in Detroit dominates them this year, and then he gets a collapsed lung. I'm telling you.
And Detroit's not as good as they were last year. They're missing offensive firepower that they didn't have.
They're messed up. Like, I don't fear Detroit at all from a Knicks perspective.
And Cleveland, forget about it. I just hope Cleveland can extend that series as long as possible. I don't trust James Harden. I don't trust anyone on that team. They have failed so many times in the this is it. This is the window of opportunity. Get to the finals and give yourself a chance against probably OKC, but you never know.
Make no mistake, Knicks fans. I'm a Knicks fan, and it's like a feeling of dread. Like I feel like the other shoe is going to drop because it's been so like you get a play-in team in round 2 instead of Boston. And imagine Cleveland wins. If OKC somehow doesn't get to the finals, Knicks are winning the championship.
You know what's funny? I thought they would have matched up better with Boston too, because Boston's just one-dimensional. All they do is shoot. Then the Knicks are just, it didn't matter. They would have beat Boston.
Potentially, well, the heater they're on, yes, I agree. But here's the wild card. The Knicks haven't been a good road team this year. And starting
in
out
the playoffs,
on the road,
they have been, though. That's what's interesting.
They have been. See, there's two different topics. The way they're playing right now, I agree. They're good to beat Boston. But who they've been this year, they've played this way. And then it's gone in the exact opposite 180. It's like Jekyll and Hyde. So here's the best part about it. OG got hurt, and they didn't bulk. They didn't bulk one bit, and they kept the heater going. Can it last for another 3 weeks? That's the question. We'll see.
Gotta stay healthy. It's a war of attrition, as we know. I mean, and for everyone saying, "Oh, well, the Knicks play the Thunder." They don't have like Indiana took them to 7 last year and lost Halliburton in the first quarter of that game. So
correct.
You got to get there and give yourself a chance. And like the way the Knicks are playing, like they could beat anyone. Like they're playing at a level right now that is championship caliber. We have not been able to say that very often in this franchise's history.
Game for Atlanta, they scrapped their offense. They went back to who they are as DNA, more half court. They still try to push it every now and then, but notice they mainly try to push it off of steals, off of turnovers. Anything else, they set it up. They run it through Brunson or pick and roll, or Cat and Brunson cut through and be the off ball. And then Cat being the facilitator, it's worked wonders. So I think going back to who they are, not settling for threes. You could shoot threes. They only shot 29 threes? Game 3, I think it was. I don't know what it was this past game, but they're shooting fewer threes. It feels like because they're not settling. And the only way they could beat OKC is if they keep this heater up, the shooting. If the shooting is average, the athleticism is going to be really tough to beat.
You know what's a sign of a really, really good team, which the Knicks obviously are? You lose OG, so you don't have him for game 3. Landry Shamet steps up, barely plays in the Atlanta series because of matchups. Yep. Gives you 15 points off the bench. Game 4, here we go. Philly's going to give you their best. They don't want to be embarrassed. Deuce McBride comes out, lets it rain, knocks down a bunch of early threes. Deuce chants on the road like it's literally MSG reincarnated in that building. Just unbelievable, man. Like, that's a sign of a good team, though, when all these guys step up. And the sequence, when you knew this was just going to be a laugher, Brunson crosses up Embiid, has the reverse layup, and then they come up with the steal, Bridges with the deflection, Deuce comes up with it, or Deuce with the deflection to Bridges. Bridges feeds Brunson in the corner. He scores, what was it, 5 points in 7 seconds? The game was over at that point. Like, it was unbelievable.
It was a joke. As a Knicks fan, I love it. As a basketball fan, I can't be more angry. It was a joke what Philly put out there.
Sweep. Get the brooms out, bro. Badingo's ready. People were giving Joe a hard time. You see what his actual TV looked like in the Badingo man cave?
Fucking Joe.
This was his actual TV, and then I asked ChatGPT to help make this graphic a little better. But people were giving Joe a hard time. Someone said, "Oh, Joe watched the moon landing on this TV."
He probably did. Holy crap! See, I feel like Joe. The older I get, the more I feel like Joe. Like what I just said, trying to bring balance to the force. Trying to argue myself out of them continuing this run. So Joe, I'm with you, dude. I'm with you.
Let's go, Knicks. Ladies and gentlemen, go New York, go.
Say, go New York, go New York, go! Go New York, go New York, go!
Imagine Cleveland beats Detroit, or imagine OKC loses. Like, based on everything that's happened, it wouldn't stun me. It wouldn't.
Anything can happen, man. And that's the best part about winning in 4. No risk for further injury to key guys. That's the biggest thing.
Will the heater go away, though?
You take the rest every time, though. You have to.
I don't disagree. I'm just cautious.
Every game you play, there's a chance Brunson rolls an ankle. Something happens to Cat. It's just now you don't play at the earliest until this upcoming Sunday. Get a full week off now.
I hear you.
Ladies and gentlemen, hit the like button, comments, questions, super chats, cut the line. Robbie Sabo is here. We're going to take some of your calls. Everything is on the table. A couple super chats I want to hit. Kevin trolling the Net fans goes, shout out to the Nets on getting the 6th pick. You are cruel, Kevin, but that is very funny. The big fella writes in, how about 2 meetups? We need Chicago too. If the Jets are good, I'm always down to add more meetups, big fella. I just don't want this team to be dog crap because no one's going to want to go.
Yeah, that's the key. It'll be interesting. Ben Johnson's second year in Chicago. They bring in Thieneman. We'll see. Did they get Thieneman? I'm second guessing myself now. I think
they did get Thieneman.
Yeah.
Big fella says Wemby needs to be suspended.
I didn't see that. What happened? I didn't even see it yet.
Well, he got a flagrant foul ejection yesterday because he threw an elbow. I think it was to Naz Reid. He threw the elbow too, and that was huge, obviously, because he out of the game. Minnesota wins to even up the series. I don't think he's going to be suspended, though, big fella. I'd be surprised. I was surprised they ejected him just because he's Victor Wembanyama, but I mean, it was a pretty dirty play. I mean, he straight up elbowed the guy.
Yeah, and his elbows are like, Manute Bol's right hooks, the reach on it. It's brutal. So, based on this cupcake NBA, I doubt it was that. Was it that bad, really? I'll look it up right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about this from Frank P? Are you kidding me, Frank? Frank in the Asmaniac raffle for 10. Let's go. The Knicks have been on a heater, so has Frank P. He won a signed Don Maynard helmet a couple of weeks ago. The shipping was so delayed, so I'm glad it finally arrived to your place, Frank. And then he won a signed Boomer Esiason helmet on Saturday. I got that one sent out immediately, and boom, Frank P. Now the proud recipient of 2 signed Gent helmets. Frank, you're the man. He writes in, just received my helmets. They look great. Shout out to Cisco, who is the man. Thank you. Cisco donated his Boomer Esiason helmet to Frank P. So, as Maniac community, man, the best.
Yeah, the elbow was pretty bad.
You just watched it?
Yeah.
Not
it's,
great.
If it was the 90s, it would be nothing. It would be a regular foul, but it was bad. I agree.
Connor Long, who's a big Net fan, says, Mark Tatum, Adam Silver are the bane of my existence. I mean, it is amazing that the Nets are picking 6th. They literally have thrown away the last 2 years, and they picked 6th and 8th in the draft because of it.
Yeah. And by the way, Nets fans, I heard Nets fans saying Knicks are getting every call in Philly. They were getting every call in Philly, but that's the way basketball is. If you're the more intense team and you're flying around and you're quicker than the other team, you're gonna get calls. Knicks fans know this. When they feel like they're not getting the call and Cat's not getting the call, because the other team is faster. Knicks deserve those calls. They worked for those calls. So pipe down, Nets fans.
Comments, questions, super chats, cut the line. We'll do some calls with Robbie Sabo. Everything's on the table today. We're in a jolly mood. The New York Knicks are off to the conference finals for the second straight year. Remember when the Jets went to back-to-back conference finals?
Wild runs, man. Wild runs in my youth after I was out of college. And different because, the second year they were a legit team. They just had to unfortunately, they had the Pats in their division. First year was shocking. 7-7. Rex thought they were out of the playoffs, and a miracle happened. Giants fans still upset that that's the way Giant Stadium closed down against Cincy, and I don't blame them. But yeah, it's good times.
Yeah, here we come, baby. Here we come. Here come the Jets, baby.
That was Rex before the AFC title game in the 2009 season.
And after a snack. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right, here we go. Let's get to some calls, shall we? Let's say hello to a man who goes by many names in this community. I'm going to call him right now, Bobby Nine Toes.
Hi, everybody. This is Bob from Vermont. I am Bob, of course. Robbie, you on Tuesdays. That got confusing.
Yeah, we switched it up for you, Bobby.
For you, Bobby? Why?
Yes.
Monday. Hey, next
Robert.
one, Jake Sweet for the Knicks.
Where's your broom, Bobby?
Hey, don't call me Robert. I don't like Robert.
What, you don't like Robert?
It's so weird.
His internet is so delayed. Bobby, call back when your internet is not atrocious because I don't have all day. Ladies and gentlemen, if we can't get Bobby, how about Mikey?
Hello, I'm Mikey. I'm Bobby's little bro. Have you seen Jake Graves? She's so beautiful. I love my boy Jake, but not in a gay way. I am so happy. I'm not going to touch anything, I promise.
Mikey!
Hey, Jake. I'm in the hospital.
Oh, Mikey, what happened?
I had AFib. And I had to call 911.
Are you okay, Mikey?
Yeah, get the oxygen. I got an extra treatment. Yeah.
Can you
But
breathe?
the Knicks won.
We'll get to the Knicks. We care about your health first and foremost.
There's that. Yeah, they won.
Yeah, they're going to win the championship.
Oh, from your lips to God's ears.
Tell us about your health,
And
Mikey.
the
What is
Jets
the
go win the
status?
Super Bowl.
Yes, the Jets will win the
And
Super
the
Bowl. We
Jets
want to make
go-
sure you're okay health-wise.
Yeah, we need Mikey to see it.
We need a health update.
Yeah, trying to get better. I have another week off for work. Yeah.
You keep us posted, all right? You're in good hands at that hospital.
Okay, love you.
All right, we love
feel
you too,
better,
Mikey. The great Mikey Midnight there.
Oh, man.
When Bobby calls back in, hopefully his internet works better. We'll see if we can get another update there.
What did he say? Did you hear what he said? Why is he in the hospital?
He just said he needed oxygen, but I couldn't. He was like muffled. I couldn't hear the whole thing.
Okay.
More of your calls. Tristan Oliver is next. Tristan, you were tweeting me in the middle of the Knicks celebration yesterday about how David Bailey is going to be a bust, and I didn't really have time for it. I just want you to know I didn't really appreciate you trying to bring down my mood.
I apologize. I don't have cable right now, so I wasn't watching the game. I was like in the canyons in Utah or whatever I was doing. So congratulations. My team's not in the playoffs this year. I'm a Heat fan, grew up in Miami, born in New York. But by the time I'm a big guy. So by the time that I like basketball, Dwayne Wade was the Flash, Wade County, everything like that. So that's where my heart lies, just like it lies with the Miami Hurricanes. By the time I found college football, that's who was dominating. Of course, I don't have an option in New York, right?
Yeah,
So-
no heat. I was looking at the playoff bracket last year to this year, being the doom and gloom guy. No Heat, no Bucks, no Pacers. It's a very different conference.
Very, very different. I'm gonna have to get used to that, right? But I'm a playoff fan when it comes to basketball. Anyways, I turn it up when
It could
my
revert
team
next
is
year.
available.
It could go back to normal next year.
We'll see what happens. Well, I'm rooting for you, Jake. How about that?
There you go.
I hope you get immense happiness out of this year, and I hope you guys win.
If the Knicks could do it, so could the Jets. Because for many years, the Knicks were the most dysfunctional franchise in sports. It's not like their ownership changed. So keep that in mind, Jet fans.
No, for sure. I'm not going to talk about David Bailey today. I just wanted to let you know that I'm locking that prediction in.
Why do you think that? What's your?
Because he wanted Ruben Bain.
So no, I'm not even going to talk about Ruben Bain. It's just his run liability. I wanted to go try and watch some of his highlights. He's just lazy on the run. And I was watching and by the way, the Jets segment that you have with the guy from his name is just escaping me right now. The bald dude, I know his name is just escaping me right now. Not Samini, but your other host.
Brandon Tierney.
Dude, I loved watching him, and the fact that you guys are together, that just makes me so happy. Like the way that you guys run that show and the way that you guys have a back and forth. But you guys were having a back and forth about how many snaps he's gonna get. 60%.
It's not going to happen.
Will literally be terrible, and he will either he's just going to be a run liability. I'm just going to look at him and try and run towards him. But like I said, I don't want to talk about him today.
What if he's good though? What if he's really good? Have you considered
If he's
that?
really good, then I'll shut up. I will shut up. If once every 4 games he doesn't get gashed for 20 plus yards and it's his fault where he should have set the edge, or he didn't get mollywopped, or he didn't chase a play down because it wasn't a pass, I will shut up. I'll even we have to figure out some parameters for me to pay you $200 if I'm just dead wrong. But we have to figure out some dead parameters on
I think snaps.
If he's a run liability or not.
Top 3 in Rookie of the Year voting.
I think snaps is the thing, because it's usually rarely that obvious when a guy is that bad. Like McDonald, terrible run defender last year. How often did we see on the broadcast? Oh, look at him. He's rarely. So I think snaps is the key, because if a guy,
he played 16% of the snaps as a rookie. Bailey's obviously going to play way more than that as the second pick in the
draft.
draft.
I'm saying for your bet, go by snaps. I would say try to.
Tristan, I think David Bailey's playing at least 60 to 65% of the snaps as a rookie. At least he's the second pick in the draft. He's going to be out there.
And you guys said if he's getting washed all the plays, just leave him out there and let him get bullied and learn his lessons.
Let him
until he
learn.
gets better.
He needs to develop.
Okay.
Like if he's not great against the run as a rookie, okay, but he needs to be coached up to do it. So I need him to go through the growing pains this year, because this year's not about winning anything of significance. It's let's see what we have here, and I want the arrow to be pointed up on David Bailey by the end of the season.
Yeah,
I think
is
the only
Glenn
way
gonna
you can do that, well, I think he's got to play. I think you got to leave him out there and let him play.
If a guy isn't doing the right thing for his teammates, it's tough to leave him out there. That's the tough.
I don't think it will be as big of a problem as you think it will be, Tristan.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm actually excited about the trenches. Other than that, with the with the Cooper pick, the Inez Cooper pick, and Daryl Jackson Jr. He's actually a former Cane as well. He left because we had a defensive tackle coaching switch, and he's massive, fast, and aggressive. And even though he graduated a Seminole, I'm super excited to see him get inside the rotation and stuff some runs and just not make us a liability.
How about the other moves they made though on the D line, Tristan? Like Tavondre Sweat's going to help them there. Anabari's going to help them there. Bringing Demario Davis, getting guys set at linebacker and telling everyone where to line up is going to help the run defense. They're going to be better defensively. Like I understand the concerns of Bailey. It's valid. There's a reason why there was a big debate on him versus Reese and what have you. But I also think the idea that like the same people saying, well, Reese will be coached up by Carl Dunbar to be an elite pass rusher. He's already elite at setting the edge. Like, why can't Carl Dunbar do the same thing for David Bailey? LeJay Douzable came on my show and he played for Dunbar with the Jets and said that Carl Dunbar was better for him, turning him into a better defender against the run than he was improving his pass rush skills. And that's from a guy who played for him. So I just think it's unfair when we say, well, Dunbar will work wonders with Arvell Reese, so that's why we should take him even if he's more of a projection. And David Bailey, there's no way he ever can improve. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Like, we got to be fair.
I mean, I have a history in like one of your most positive fans. I don't know if you think differently, but this is just one hill I'm not willing to stand on until he shows me that he's going to penetrate and get tackles for loss. I don't care who his coach is.
You'll get tackles for loss.
Tackles for loss. He had 19 last year. But they were running from Romello Height.
Bailey will get tackles for loss because that's his game. His game is finesse, speed, elude, go around, use hands, go around. Mm-hmm. That's the thing. That's why I wanted Reese so much more, because I saw Reese win in a variety of different ways. Through reading, through his keys, through physicality, through doing the right thing within structure, and finesse. Bailey just has that. He has that instinct to just want to elude, want to go around.
Am I in jail? Is this my first time going to jail?
I don't think he's putting you in the hole, but he did spend $60, the great Cisco Lopez, to say, let's go, Tristan. 6 to 8 sacks, top 3 finalists in Rookie of the Year. Would you sign for that right now, Tristan?
6 to 8 sacks I would sign for, but he's not getting Rookie of the Year. He's not getting top 3 Rookie of the Year.
Not a bounty, he says. Not a bounty. You're free. You're still a free man.
Okay. I was like, dang, I've never been put in the hole before. But okay, I'll talk something positive because I didn't call to talk. I just wanted to lock in my prediction that I don't think he's going to be that good of a player, an all-around player that we need, right? So I'm excited because of all the different types of personalities that we have here on this offense, is that we could look like with what our offensive coordinators learned from the college game, we can look more like San Francisco with a multiple offensive package. And I'm super excited with that. Like, we have use check type bodies. We could run Braylon Allen, Breece Hall, 2 big tight ends, 1 wide receiver split out wide. Like, I'm so excited for some crazy formations that we haven't really seen as Jets fans that could make us so multiple that we can't be stopped and somehow be a crazy productive offense in the NFL. That's my positive take. That's what I wanted to talk about today. And we just have a lot of bodies and a lot of different capabilities on this team, and they could very well be high performing. And you won't know who's getting the ball every week, like you said on your show earlier this week. That's what I want.
That's go, Tristan. Tristan, you got to come to Atlantic City with us, man. I need to see you there. We'll get the Reese Army. We'll get the Bailey Bros. We'll get the Bain. The Bain Battalion all together in one spot.
Bain looks like a sicko.
Come to Atlantic City. We need you there.
July 11th.
July
I could
11th.
probably make that. Let's do it,
ladies and gentlemen. Tristan Oliver. Let's go. Thank you very much, Tristan. Comments, questions, super chats. Cut the line. Couple calls left with Robbie on the Gusbuster Umbrella hotline right now. Is a man who has done something that's only been done one other time in the history of the Asmaniac community. And you know what that is, Robbie? Win the Asmaniac Madness tournament. The champ is here.
He's always cooking or coaching or flashing his green. This man is cooking or kicking as maniac. He's at the tailgate, he's cooking, blowtorching his food. A diehard Jets legend, the chef they call Kevin. Chef Kevin.
Tell you, man, that's
Hey,
an
what's up,
underrated
guys?
intro. That's an underrated intro. Gator. That's nice.
The champ.
Nah, yes. Yo, Robbie, man. Jake, good morning, man. Yeah,
What's
Gator
up?
did his thing, man. I don't know why, I have a couple of ideas, couple of clues, but today feels like Victory Monday, man. I'm just gonna be frank with y'all. It feels good, man. Like it seems like, we're on the right track. I'm not jumping out the window saying we're going to the playoffs or anything, speaking on the Jets, but I do feel like that, there's definitely gonna be an improvement. We got some adults in the room, we got some veterans. Seems like we pick up some dogs, man. Like the offense greatly improved. Everybody knows, man, I'm a big Breece Hall fan. Come on, man. Yo, I'm very happy. I get all the stuff, man, that everybody's been saying, knocking him or whatever. I'm not a big Twitter X guy, so for a 20-something-year-old saying some 20-something-year-old stuff, man, I'm not gonna get caught up in that. But the production on the field, we see him getting better, man. Without having defenses stacking the box, giving them more weapons, man. Robbie, that's a deep pick, man. Yo, I really think that's an underrated one for how late, in my opinion, he slipped to get him. Physical dude. Line him up a little bit out, like get him in the slot a little bit, get some mismatches going on, man. Some down blocking. Yo, I feel really good with that. The offense, and we got somebody with experience, an experienced offensive play caller, man, with experience, with a coach that wants to run the ball. I don't know about any other options that was really there for us to get some good production on this team when it comes to running. Yeah, we got Allen. He's coming off an injury. Isaiah Davis, yeah, he'll be a good whatever kind of backup dude, but he's not the guy, man. Breece, I really feel like he's the bell cow, man, and to lock him up, man, I really feel like this is a good thing for us, especially with the weapons, man. Cooper, I don't really know what his role will be, but I feel like, we can definitely utilize him way better than that going into the season with Lazard and Josh Reynolds, man. Like,
Yeah.
Muji did his thing, man. But it's like, am I getting excited? Yeah, I'm getting excited. But now
You should. Yeah, for sure.
it's like week 1, week 2, week 3. How's this team looking on paper? Are the wins there? Are we getting some conference wins as well? Like the defense.
The way, Chef, the way I look at it is early October. Do they have an idea of who they are? Like after the first 4 or 5 weeks, do they know who they are? Do they know how to play?
Can they be 2-2 through the first month, 3-3 through the first? We need a season. They need to not be eliminated by mid-October. They have to be playing relevant football. 2-3, I could sign for right now.
Even if they're 2-3 and 1-2, 2-3, and they figure out who they are, and they're okay to roll with that, and they figure out their identity in that vein. Fine. And by the way, Payne, you want to talk about this weekend, rookie minicamp, that safety, VJ Payne, is interesting to me with his speed. I just watched a little bit of his tape, Kansas State. He plays deep most of the time, and he's got the speed to range over, but he is not afraid to pop off the edge or up the middle, up the alley when need be. I think he's the most interesting day 3 guy for me, maybe even day 2, other than Pons.
Pons is excited, man, to look at because he's also somebody that doesn't mind getting in the mix, even though he's a little on the smaller side when it comes to cornerbacks.
Yeah.
He's somebody that's not afraid to, lower the shoulder and get in there, man.
Yeah. And he, Florida kid, I forget what area, but Florida kid, he's faced competition his entire life. And speaking at the podium, I'm trying to remember, it's coming back to me. I think it was Dan Leberfeld, Jets Confidential, asked him a question about his high school days. think he played it. Someone, I'll double check this, but Jeremiah Smith, he played a guy. I can't remember. In other words, his competition was always high and he was always doing his thing. And he was disappointed in the way that the offers he didn't get going to college. So he went to JMU. Everyone knows the story. Signetti, Indiana, comes over and things have worked out. So he's always been up against it. It's not just the height. He's always been up against it in terms of competition, and it has always prevailed. And we'll see what happens at the NFL level.
And then also on the big stage too, like he's not somebody that kind of shies away. When those lights are bright, man, he steps up, and you saw it in both of those games, man. Right before the Nationals and then National, like he's a reliable person. You don't have to worry about him getting beat over the top. He's definitely fast. I don't think it would really work with him in the slot. He could probably get pushed around a little bit, like if he was like in that nickel kind of position. I think on the outside it would probably be a little bit more beneficial for us, utilize his speed and his vertical.
You know what's great about him? He's really coachable. He's as coachable as any football player there is, because when you watch, and I watched this accidentally trying to watch Dante Moore in Mendoza, but that pick 6 against Dante Moore,
yeah,
that was tendency. If you watch that play, and I think we went over this on Jake's show months ago, he was sitting on the 3-step RPO route the entire time, and it was just single high. He didn't have deep help safety. And it was tendency. They first play the game, okay, look for RPO, do this. He sat. If the receiver ran a vertical, he would have been torched.
Yeah,
but that tells me he's coachable. He's listening to the coaches. They're with the game plan. They're with tendency. So that's a really good sign.
Chef, did your first of a couple packages arrive yesterday, I believe?
Let's go.
Did you get a chance to see the big helmet? Did that come in yet?
Ooh, come on, man. I haven't. I checked because this whole weekend has been crazy at the job, man. So, I looked, and then the guys were like, "Yeah, there's just so much." So I'm like, "All right, man, I'll get it tomorrow." But yeah,
wait till you see the helmet that's coming your way. That's all I'm going to say. All right.
All right, I appreciate it, man. Jake, you know how much I love the community, man. You my brother, man. Whatever you need, you let me know.
We need you in Atlantic City. That's what we need. We the champ in AC.
I signed up as soon as I was in the live. You know me, man. The dogs.
Did you buy a ticket already?
The dog.
I want to read. I was gonna. I'm comping your ticket, Chef Cam.
Champ gets the riches, dude. Champ gets the riches.
I'm gonna Venmo you $25 or however. We're comping you. The champ, just like Bones, you got into the draft party. You're in for free as my guest, man. You and anyone you want to bring. All right.
All right, I appreciate that.
We'll take care of you.
I'm with the people, man. I'm people's champ, man. We in Jersey. I ain't got no excuses. It was close, man, because the weekend prior, my anniversary is July 3rd. So July 3rd, 4th, obviously I needed off for that.
You got to bring the trophy to AC. That's the only request. People want to take pictures with the champ.
I got you. It was just with the work, when I saw that, I'm like, ooh, taking off back-to-back weekends. But, normally July, it's a little bit slower or whatever. And of course, everybody here at the Cloverleaf knows what's been going on or whatever. So, that's light work, man. I'm very excited to be able to be there. I'm appreciative, not taking other stuff for granted. I can't wait to, shake hands, pictures, all this stuff with everybody. Sabo, I heard, we're on the street. You're going to be there too.
I'll be there. Get ready, man.
Get ready. I'm being told that Max, Beast, and Gary will be there as well. In fact, they went for a swim over the weekend at Gary's place down in Texas, and they're all set. They're ready for AC on July 11th.
For me, man, it's the conversation with those three, man. Like, those three in a room. I'd love to be a fly on the wall just to hear. I don't want to see nothing. I just want to hear what the hell's going on, man.
You don't want to see nothing. I mean, yeah. Jake
Are
just
you
put
gonna
an
see
end to
something?
that. Yeah.
Can't wait.
Hey, man, Jake Sabo, man, I've been saying it, man, with the Philly series, with us going into it, I felt really good. So good.
Yeah.
I've been screaming. I've been super chatting, whatever. Knicks in 4. I honestly feel like that. If we get the Cavs, man, Knicks in 4 again.
It's going to be elementary. Yeah, it's going to be elementary.
Detroit, it'll be a little bit of a battle, maybe 5 or 6.
Detroit's
but the Cavs,
not the same, man. They
get the brooms.
The Cade injuries destroyed them. Like they are not the same.
They don't shoot well enough. It works in the regular season. It's the playoffs are different. They do not have enough shooting. Tobias Harris is not going to continue to play like how he's played too, by the way, for what it's worth. And I like Tobias, but he's never played like this.
Yeah.
For me, it's the battle of the big men. If they could get Cat into some trouble, Mitch, he's a handsy, physical dude. He'll get his fouls as well. If we can make sure that those two are out of foul trouble, we're gonna run the tables, man. So confident with that.
And it doesn't feel like. Do you feel like these playoffs are more physical than previous playoffs, or do you feel like they're officiating it kind of the same as a regular season?
For the playoffs, it's definitely more physical.
Oh,
but
yes,
I feel
for
like
sure.
as the series, as the rounds go on, they call less stuff. They let them play a whole lot more. They let them bang, which is like so important. And that was to our advantage against Philly, where Bridges is sprinting down the court, beating Paul George, beating old ass Joel Embiid. Like, we just ran the tables, and then with the passing, the chemistry, and once the ball starts falling through, we saw what happened with Deuce, Landry Shamet. Like, when these guys are really clicking, nobody could really stop these guys, man. The ball movement's incredible.
A team like Philly could never beat the Knicks. It's athletic, live and die by the 3-point teams that are the only teams that match up well against the Knicks.
That's right. Yo, I appreciate you guys. Jake, you already know, man. Sabo, keep doing your thing, man.
Chef Kev, let me know how many people you're bringing, and we got you. Let's go.
Let's go.
The champ, Chef Kevin, will be at Gangrene Beach Club in Atlantic City this July 11th. Let's go. We announced it at the start of the show. Tickets are on sale now. It's just $25. Lou B, who I'm working with on this event, is the man. He made sure there's no fees on tickets, so it is a true $25 flat fee. That's it. Just $25. General admission, you're in. We're going to have a private area for everyone who buys tickets to Gangrene Beach Club to hang out with your favorite Jet content creators, super fans, reporters, whatever Robbie's specific role is, Speedo connoisseur.
Yeah, I got none. I got no role.
It's all happening. Let's go. See you in AC. Can't wait.
Before I forget, for even more optimism, during that team session where Klubnik hit Sadiq twice, hit McLean, again, it was more of a learning session. They went full speed, just not live to the ground, no tackling. It was, more of learning. Glenn, at one point, and I couldn't figure out who it was definitely a DB. Glenn lost his mind on someone for not having it right. It was something coverage related. It was something read related. Don't know if it was a corner safety. Don't know who it was, but he lost his mind, and I was there for it. I loved every bit of it. He was getting in someone's pants, let's put it that way. And he was fired up. So at rookie minicamp, seeing that, hearing that, yeah, good stuff.
Let's go. Couple super chats. Do a couple more calls for Robbie before we say goodbye. I'll stay on. The fact that we have 580 people watching a show in May right now, thank you to the Jet fans. 90 minutes in already. Hit the like button. We only have 243 likes. And if you're new around here, we might have some new viewers. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We talk Jets every day, twice a day. 10 a.m., 4 p.m. Eastern time, Monday through Friday. And then we always have a weekend show for you, typically on Saturdays. And we're live during the season after every Jet game for a 3-hour extensive Jets postgame. Leany writes in, I'm happy. Breece the Beast is still a Jet. Amen, Leany. Amen.
Good job.
Leany, you are in the raffle for 2. Tom Roseman writes in, like Kyle Clifton, is HQ2 inside or outside? It is outside, baby. HQ2 is outside, but it's located on the property of Oceans Casino in AC. So keep that in mind.
Clifton's going to bring a tent just so he has the option.
Sam writes in, other than Davis, do you see us adding to the linebacker corps? Can't bear to watch Mauanoa in pass coverage. Well, the Jets added a linebacker today, didn't they?
Yeah. Yeah, I
They
forget. I
signed
forget his name.
Jaden Keller, who was with the team at rookie minicamp. He played college ball at Virginia Tech, had 50 total tackles with him last year.
Yeah, and don't worry about Mawinoa. With Davis there, Sherwood number 2. Very rarely will Mawinoa see the field in nickel and sub. Mikael Walker might have the edge. I don't know. Kobe King's in the mix. So, it'll be Sherwood and DeMario in nickel. If Mawinoa wins the Sam and the 4-3 looks, okay. But when they're an odd and 3-4, it's still going to be DeMario and Sherwood with no Mawinoa.
You mentioned Kyle Clifton. Ladies and gentlemen, Kyle Clifton is on the line. Will he be inside or outside at Gangrene Beach Club?
Based on the content creators that are attending this thing, you guys should start laying in the sunscreen right now.
I need a sunscreen sponsor. Also, Kyle, did Obi-Wan like slice you Darth Maul style?
Yeah, I'm a little bit off kilter because how my things are going on in my office right now.
David Blaine over here, and look at how sneaky he is. Doesn't let the people know if he's inside or outside. Can't tell.
Well, this is inside. I think Boomtown would give us a ruling that this is inside.
Okay. Are your legs outside and you're inside? Like, where are your legs?
God only knows.
In the closet. In the closet. Yeah.
So, did you see that Embiid was talking crap about the officiating and how many calls the Knicks were getting after Game 3?
He tried to do the classic, it's better for the NBA when New York wins. As if like the NBA has never done anything for the Knicks the last 25 years. How many times have the Knicks ever moved up in the NBA lottery?
97 when they suspended the entire team and lost a 3-1 series lead to Miami. One of the best teams they had, 97.
Oh, forget that. As if they weren't performing their own hack and Mitch strategy.
Right.
And in Game 4, it evened out, right? So maybe at some level the officials were hearing it, but they were jacking up threes and missing them. So
you have no right. You have no right to talk when you're walking on defense.
Yeah.
Come on, it was a joke.
Yeah, well, I'm glad we've seen the last of Joel Embiid for a bit.
Yeah.
I hope that the fan base is going to slow their roll on Klubnik a little bit. Yeah, I'm hopeful, but we got to see a little bit more than like the initial rookie minicamp, I think.
Stop being rational, Clifton.
Yeah, I mean, Boy Green had an article in Heavy the other day about how good Braylon Allen looked coming off the surgery, like physically looked, right? Like he always looks that good.
Yeah,
he got hurt anyway.
Yeah. No.
So
got to see him run between the tackles first. Let's see that.
I mean, to me, he's been a little bit underwhelming. This is a big season for him.
Fair.
How do you go to the bathroom?
There's a hole underneath, like a bar, like a GI Joe with the rubber band. You take it off. It's like that kind of thing.
No one else in the chat is fascinated by this. I think this is big news.
Very good.
Although I saw a documentary on TLC, The Half Man. He says he goes to the bathroom, no problem.
Really?
And his arms are jacked because he's always walking on his arms. It was pretty good.
I'm getting there with the way my knees are, and I have to use my arms more often than not.
Kyle, we're seeing you in Atlantic City. Are you going to be able to convince Mrs. Clifton to let you come down?
No, there's no way. There's no way. I'll raise it tonight. I'll raise it to her tonight.
You came to the draft party. You've come to the Panther meetup last year. You could convince her to come down to AC for the day with the boys.
Getting her off the beach and our family off the beach in the middle of July. We've got kids that are young. Like there's no way. I'm going to tell you straight out. But I will bring it up to her tonight, and I'll risk a braining because you guys asked.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kyle Clifton. Kyle, well done.
I appreciate your time.
The great Kyle Clifton, everybody. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Can't wait. Bobby Midnight's called back in. Hopefully we hear him a little better this time. He always is very excited to talk to you, Robbie.
Yes.
So we'll do a couple calls left. Robbie Sabo hanging out. Extended recap. Mini camp takeaways. Chubbing for club. A lot of us already there. Breece Hall's extension. Big news. Schedule coming out Thursday. And the Knicks are headed back to the conference finals. More of your calls right now. We say hello to the one, the only, Bob from Vermont. Bob, are you there?
I'm here.
Bobby.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Bob.
Knicks won, Jake.
Did
The
they?
tickets are only $25, you said, for the show up
For what?
down in Atlantic City.
You're
The
talking about
one in
Knicks or-
Atlantic City is only
The Atlantic
No,
City
for the-
tickets
no,
are
we-
$25. Tickets
Yeah.
to a Knicks conference finals game, probably a million times that.
Yeah.
No, I'm not talking about the Knicks. I want to go. Me and Mike
going to
could
Atlantic
probably
City,
show up
right,
for
Bobby?
that day.
Bobby, you're going,
Yeah,
right?
it's only $25. That's a lot.
I'll get you a
that's
free
good.
ticket,
We
Bob,
could
if
do
you
that.
wear a Speedo.
No, I'm not gonna wear a Speedo. You know who asked me to wear a Speedo one time? Craig
Who?
Carden asked me to wear a Speedo. Craig
That's-
Carden
that makes
asked me
sense.
to, and then he says, also dump maple syrup over your body. No, I'm not doing that.
Craig Carton strikes me as someone who would wear
Yeah.
a swimmer's cap in like a general pool area.
Yeah,
I don't know
Carden
why.
is so funny. I like him. So yeah, I'm happy the Knicks swept those smelly 76ers.
Smelly.
And then Jake on Facebook yesterday. On Facebook, I was reading that the Jets are going to play the Titans the first week. He
It's not
said that on
official yet.
Facebook.
Nothing's official.
Yeah, not official.
Oh, it's not official. But the Giants and the Cowboys are playing. Is that official? Definitely.
Yeah,
that is official.
Are they?
We'll find
that
out
is
Thursday,
I
Bobby.
saw that the other day. Yeah,
Actually, we'll probably
Thursday.
find
Can't
out.
wait till
We'll probably
Thursday.
find out
What
before
time-
then.
What time does that start at?
Sunday Night Football.
8:00 something. No, what? No, I meant the schedule start.
8 p.m. Thursday.
they
Hey,
tell
what do you
us-
think of Kyle Maul
Okay.
calling our show before?
Which one was Kyle Moore?
The guy with no legs.
After Obi-Wan sliced him in half?
Yeah. Good reference.
Oh,
by
I didn't
Jake.
see that. No.
No. Hey,
I
can we
didn't
get an
see that.
update on how
No.
your brother's doing health-wise?
Yeah, what's up with Mikey? Why is he in the
Yeah,
hospital?
well, at 4:30 in the morning, he couldn't breathe. It's because of his AFib. So they took him to the hospital. He'd be in the hospital today. And then we don't know about tomorrow. He has the whole week off again this week. I'm telling you, his body's breaking down pretty bad. But
What about yours? You don't
pray
have all
for
your
him.
toes.
I know, but I'm healthy. I'm not in pain. I'm not suffering. I'm just getting healed up. It takes a while, Dr. Lacani said, because it's a slow wait. He said it's a little small, but it still needs to get there. But he likes the beefy meat on my toe, so it looks
beefy
to
meat?
him what yeah, it's called beefy meat. They call it because the skin is kind of good. That's what he called it. That's
Really?
Dr.
It's a good name for ravioli.
Yeah,
I hope
he's a
none of our
great
listeners
doctor.
are eating right now listening to this.
Yeah.
Well, that's their problem. Okay, you asked me a question. I just told you what the
You just gave
doctor
Chef
told me.
Kevin a menu
And they,
idea.
you know what they did with my toe? They burnt it. They incinerated it.
Yeah, Robbie, I wanted to get Bobby's amputated toe to use for a raffle prize, but it's unavailable.
Yeah. Yeah, they incinerated into the,
It's a
when
whole
you
new
get,
level.
cremated, yeah. But my toe, I don't feel it. Everybody asks me, do you feel it? Does it
Yeah.
Is your
feel
toe in a
like
better place now?
feeling
Do you think it went to heaven?
Probably, I don't know. Jake, you crack me up. But at least the 76 is done. They
That's right.
suck. Yes.
Hey, Bobby, say go New York,
I
go New York,
can't-
go.
Go New York, go New York, go New York.
Say go New York, go New York, go. Go New York, go New York, go.
All right, keep it rolling here with your calls. Ladies and gentlemen, the world's sexiest man is on the line.
What do you need? You know I'm not in a good mood today. I already took a diarrhea dump, and my back's killing me. Does anybody else need anything?
Beast.
There he is.
Whose time is it? Should I say it? Whose house? Nick's house. Whose house? It's Nick's house. Oof, oof, oof. That's right, suckers. It's called Line 'em Up. We told you, bitch asses, we're gonna kick your asses. Hey, Detroit, Cleveland, we gonna kick your ass next. And when we do, you're gonna go to school. And when we do to school, we're the teachers and y'all the bitches. So line up, suckers. In the words of the great Booker T and Stevie Ray, line them up, boys. Because you know what? When it comes time for a fight and you stepping into Harlem Heat's house, you better bring everything you got because we're going to turn up 5,000, maybe 10,000 degrees, and you're going to see it coming. It's going to be a Harlem hangover, baby, because it's going to be like Harlem Heat said it before, and I'm going to say it again. It ain't nothing but a chicken wing on a thing, baby. And you better dig it in right now because you know what? Can you dig that sucker? Can you dig it? Stephen, I want to hear you say, brother, can you dig it? Can you dig it?
Every day, anytime, anywhere.
Damn right, you better dig it. You better damn well dig it because we are going to kick that ass all night long. And just like we said it before, we say it again. When it comes to a fight and you want to come up to 110th and Harlem hang on me, come on down because we going to brand that ass. And when we brand that ass, your asses are going to get branded just like this.
Love
Oh, you can take that picture and you can shove it up your ass. I ain't gonna wear that shit. I'm too smart for that stuff, and I would take two of those morons' heads and crack them together like coconuts. Except after they're done with coconuts, just throw them in the garbage. Basura la mente. Esto es el pinche.
Thank you very much for that, Beast.
Jake, can you imagine, it's morning, you're getting ready for work or a big meeting, you're sitting in your car in the parking lot, drinking your coffee, and then this maniac comes strolling by.
I thought he made some great points. A couple of super chats, and then Robbie, I got at least one more call I need you to hear from here. I know we're going long today, but it's well worth it. Kevin super chats us. Will there be a prize Speedo contest for July 11th? I'm open to all ideas here. We just announced the event today. We're still planning some of the itinerary at our beach bash here, Beach Club, Gangrene Beach Club at HQ2. So, Kevin, to answer your question, maybe, just maybe. Ozzy wants to know, Robbie, if Glenn starts bad, would you hire Vrabel if he gets axed in New England for 2027? He's not getting fired.
No, they're not going to fire him. That's a right.
Yes, I would trade Aaron Glenn for Mike Vrabel immediately. I don't care about any of the affair stuff going on. Give me Mike Vrabel immediately. He's not going to get fired.
Agreed. And, it's not you think it's a demerit up there. No, that's a rite of passage. That's a gold star. What's going on? Nah, he's the Pats coach.
Austrian Jet fan in the Asmaniac raffle for one. Thank you, Mr. Austrian.
Are you a happy guy?
Oh, my God. Let's go.
Rye the General says, Breece breaking tackles is one thing, but more importantly, he's holding the damn football. He just got some greasy hands in crucial situations sometimes. Yeah, fair. I mean, look, I don't think it was a bad problem last year, but the one fumble I remember that was brutal was the fumble when they were driving against the Ravens that killed that game.
Yeah, it was a tough one. And, he had
was there another back-breaking one last year? I don't remember. They were never in enough games to really have critical turnovers.
And he also had some drop issues a couple years ago. Remember?
The Rodgers year, 24,
yes,
he did.
He had some drop issues. It was a mental game with him. And we talked about it on the show. It was mental. He was coming back. He wasn't hitting the hole hard. Saw some positive signs last year. Just if he keeps that going and stops thinking as
Miami
much.
game was Braylon Allen, Black Gypsy. That wasn't Breece.
Yes, it was Braylon. Yeah. He's on the right trajectory. I think I wouldn't worry about Breece.
David Aaron calling us from Israel is next. David, I know you have an interesting QB question for Sabo.
Hey, how you doing, Jake? How you doing, Robbie? Maniacs. Listen, you may have already talked about all of your observations from minicamp, but I'd like to know if you have any or if you made any special observations for quarterback Retzlaff.
Jake
No,
Reslap.
yeah, not really. There wasn't much to see, honestly. There was just the two quarterbacks there, Klubnik and Retzlaff. Nah, nothing stands out. But good thought for sure.
Okay, that's all I have for today. Thanks, Jake.
David, love the mug. Yeah, look at that broom. Let's go. Give us a sweeping motion, David. Let's see it.
That's a push broom. Is it a push broom? I can't even tell.
Go New York, go New York, go!
Say go New York, go New York, go! Go New York, go New York, go!
Ladies and gentlemen, we say hello to Stefan now. Hey, Stefan.
Hey, sorry, what's the attention for?
What's up? I thought you and Beast were gonna go at it. What happened there?
Nah, I'm devastated because I was ready for it too, but I'm working on I was watching the chef's opening and closer, and I was just like, I need to get that, I'm like, I don't know what I thought I fixed this freaking camera too. Dang.
You need a tech guy?
Yeah, you know me. Put me through to the master.
Well, if you need Beast, just let me know. We'll make sure you two reconnect.
I know he's always around. He's started breaking into my dreams a little bit. It's uncomfortable.
Really? You're dreaming about Beast?
Yeah, I'm just having a nice dream, going about my business, stressing about work, and then there's just Beast in a Speedo. Max is always putting the sunscreen on his back. I'm never ready. It just like completely throws me out of whatever space I was in. Terrifying.
It's a big step to admit that, honestly.
I believe emotional honesty is a strength. So always gotta. But yeah, how you boys doing? So
are you coming to AC, Stefan? We need you there.
Dude, I desperately want to go. I've never, I really love my wife. She is everything in the world, but it really sucks living in Massachusetts and like seeing all these events happen in New York and New Jersey, and just it's just so much further. So like I do really, really want to go, but I have to see what my schedule is at that time. As like I'm booked every week until that weekend, so we'll see if anything comes up.
We hope to see you there, my man.
Yeah, I hope to be there. I definitely I'd love to talk some Jets. That's why I'm here. I love talking Jets. You guys excited about these weapons we got?
Who's your favorite weapon?
Oof, that's tough. Honestly, I love Breece. I'm so happy we re-signed him. I didn't really think we would, just given how a lot of the Jets have operated, but giving him a nice 3-year deal, 2 years guaranteed, I think is the right move. Reward your guy who I've been a fan of Breece Hall since like the day before the NFL draft, and I discovered him.
I'm just wait and see in terms of the strategy, in terms of what the team's going to look like. That's kind of where I'm at, and see what is different about Glenn this summer. That's $1
million question. We all know Asman's feelings about Glenn. I know your feelings pretty well.
I mean, you could have all the talent in the world if it's not, up to snuff with what's happening in today's NFL. It's not worth nearly as much as what it would be.
Coaching has never mattered more in the NFL. Feels like
it's true. It's true, and how are they going to use Sadiq? Cooper, will he play slot? Will it?
Going to see a lot of 12 personnel this year.
Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that. But it's can Sadiq? We're drastically underestimating how hard it is to learn tight end, and Sadiq is new to tight end. Really, he's played it a few years. So to ask him to do it at the NFL level and be ready right away, we got to take baby steps. We really do.
No, for sure. Especially Sadiq. He wasn't necessarily drafted at 16 because he was
certified freak.
I was obsessed with Sadiq, certified freak, 7 days a week, certified freak. Obsessed with Sadiq, certified freak, 7 days a week, certified. Obsessed with Sadiq, 7 days a week,
7 days a week,
certified freak.
Yeah, Sadiq's definitely a freak. Like, you can't teach for like 4.4 speed at like 240. Like, it's freaky for sure. So in my head, I see him as a Mike Gesicki, like a big slot kind of guy early on. Like, I know Joe's been posting all those highlights of his blocking, and I love to see it. But I feel like given there's obviously some size and like concerns with him. So I see him as a big slot role pairing with Mason Taylor, who's in line. Then obviously Garrett Wilson's out there. You toss 80 if you want to stretch the field. Omar Cooper if you want some yak ability. And I feel like that defensive coordinators have to pick their poison against the Jets right now, which I don't know if we've ever said that. Like, maybe not like 2015, maybe with Brandon Marshall, Eric Decker, and Chris Ivory, but like even then, as much fun as Austin Severian Jenkins was, and Bilal Powell is a star, and I'll stand by that.
Yeah,
Like,
Pretty impressive how you've been able to just make your Jet points as there's 3 men in a Jet Speedo on your screen there, Stefan.
Yeah, that's why I typically wear glasses. I just zone out that part of my vision. The only thing I see is the Jets and the Lombardi Trophy. It's still far off, I'm afraid, but one day it will become crystal clear.
Oof. Tell that to Joe B next time he's on. See what he says.
One day, my biggest regret is that when I was younger, my parents convinced me the Jets were bad, which, like, coming from someone who watched the Jets aggressively from 2012 to now, talking to someone who was, a big fan from the late 90s to 2012, it's very rich what they considered bad.
Yeah. Listen, the first teams I remember were the Coslet teams. I remember 91, the field goal when they got into the playoffs, 8-8 in Miami. They had when Parcells got here, they had a run. They had a really good run from 98 to Rex. Jets fans, dare I say, were actually a little spoiled during that time.
It was so painful learning about the Jets history, knowing that like we went 1-15 in like 96, 97. Then Bill Parcells shows up. He brings his, multiple Super Bowl winning staff with him. He takes us to the AFC Championship where we're half away from going to the Super Bowl. Then Woody buys the team. Bill Belichick's gone immediately. He takes the offensive coordinator with him. Then Woody chases out Bill Parcells and Al Groh, I believe, out within a year. It's crazy that the Jets literally had like a Super Bowl like coaching staff and front office, and at the time a pretty good roster, all set. And then a year later, that's all gone. We kind of coast on it for a decade, and here we are.
Yeah, well, Bill set them up. He stayed in the front office for a year, traded Keyshawn, 4 first-round picks, 2000. By the way, Kyle Pitts, the Atlanta situation, that's kind of how I'm envisioning Sadiq with the Jets. I'm not saying it's going to play out that way, but that's their challenge. That's offseason. How do you integrate?
Pitts is a top 5 pick, has probably not been what they were expecting there, but he's still a good player. If you told me Sadiq had Pitts' production, I think you'd sign for that as pick 16 in the draft.
1,000 yards as a rookie any day.
Yeah. I'm talking about the type of tight end you're trying to incorporate into the offense. That's what I mean.
Yeah, it definitely helps having Mason Taylor, who I was impressed by his ability to transition to more inline usage because he definitely played a bit more as a spread guy in college, but he's also only 20, so he's growing into his role, and especially Sadiq now, he's really going to be firmly placed in line. So
that's why tight end is so difficult. College is more wide open, and there's more open looks, and there's more spread, and these tight ends, offensive linemen, same thing. It's a different world.
Yeah, we'll definitely get the benefit. I know is a big thing with Pitts is like second year when he kind of disappeared was he just played. They put him in line a lot because you gotta have to learn those reps. As much as people were pissed, like those reps are paying dividends now that they're closer to contention. So
yeah,
I'm excited about this team. It's as been a big Jets fan for a while. This is a crazy amount of turnover the team's is seeing right now. Like I know Mania wrote a week or two ago how even Thomas Hennessy is in danger of losing his job, and if he's gone, like when's the like longest lasting Jet at this point? 2022. I'm not sure there's anyone from 2021 or before. I guess Sherwood 21.
Yeah, Sherwood.
Yeah, and we all know Jets fans are very high on him right now. I think he'll do better with Demario Davis back though.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's hope, Stefan. Before I let you run, though, take one more look at it. All right.
Oh, they're the green speedos now. You're really putting in that time.
Anything for you, Stefan? Anything for you?
I appreciate it. You know, I'm gonna wake up in a cold sweat tomorrow, screaming, and this is gonna be all I can remember.
Are you a happy guy?
Oh my God!
Let's go.
Robbie, thank you for 2 hours of your time today. Oh, hold on. Rob is giving me the Rob, the Jet fan. He needs to talk to Robbie Sabo
Let's
so
go,
badly.
Rob.
I mean, that
Rob.
look of disgust I was getting from Rob. This better be the best call ever. I'm gonna have the quickest trigger figure because Rob was mad that I wasn't gonna get him on with Sabo, even though I've been doing a 2-hour damn show and I go in order of who's online here. So Rob, this better be the greatest call of all time. Chat, you judge it, because Rob was vehemently disgusted. I've never seen that look. Like, he was so mad I was not going to let you talk.
Did you do this?
He was like literally going like this. I can't believe it. All right, I'm going to let you two talk because apparently he needs to talk to you.
Gator, I don't understand why I don't have an intro. Gator, I need an intro, buddy. A cool intro, please. I've been calling in, supporting Jake for over 4 years. You got Adam is too cool, Papa 73, and I don't understand why you won't create one. Women.
You have no sense of humor. That's the problem.
I don't.
When you have a sense of humor, then you can have an intro.
I'm worthy of an intro.
All right, fine.
I don't understand why I don't have an intro.
Hey, Mr. Sabo, how are you, buddy?
Who put me back?
Mr.
What's
Sabo,
up, Rob?
how are you?
What's up? What's up?
I called because I did want to get my 2 cents in there because my name is Bailey's Brigade. I'm a very happy camper that they picked him. I'm sorry to say I don't think you and Blewett are right about Reese. I don't think he's going to be much of a player, to be honest with you. I don't think he's going to be this tremendous player of the future here, that he's going to be doing it all and stuff. I think he's going to struggle in the league, to be honest with you. And I think that Dunbar can definitely help Bailey with the run defense to shore that up. That's part of the reason why we got Sweat and we added a couple of fatties on the line to help out there. But I think this guy's going to have anywhere between 6 or 8 sacks this year, Robbie, and have a really, really good year. I'm very convinced. You look at the guy, and he flat out looks like a football player. I mean, he's a big dude. He could definitely gain probably another 10 pounds of muscle on him, no problem.
Right.
He has that one step. I realize that he has to shore up the run defense, and I think a guy like Dunbar is going to definitely help him out there. So I do think he's going to have a really good year. I really think that if we got Reese, it would have been a huge mistake. I don't think a guy who plays like a hybrid on a team like the Jets, going all over the place, would have done well for the Jets. I really don't think so, to be honest with you. I'll let you answer that, then I have a couple other questions for you.
Well, I mean, this is why they play the game, my friend. We'll see how it turns out. I think John Harbaugh knows what he's doing as a coach and evaluating personnel.
He's a good coach, right?
No, it's in a hybrid. Glenn talking about the 3-4, labeling Bailey as a 3-4 outside linebacker. That is what Reese did in college. Bailey didn't do that.
I hear you, but now,
I mean, you know that, right?
Yes.
So
No,
how does the hybrid argument make sense?
No, it's something that Bailey has to learn on the Jets a little bit to be more flexible.
Now look what you've done. No more protection from the Asmaniacs. Had to pull you out of the chat and cast you down with the Sodomites. Some time in here will feel like you've been run over by the lane train. You understand me? You catch my drift? Give him another 24 hours to think about it. Wow. Cisco Lopez just put Rob in the hole. You're welcome, Sabo, he wrote. Sabo, your thoughts on Cisco here?
Cisco's my dude. You're going up on the top 10 list on my wall here, my dude.
He saves Robbie from having to listen to a Bailey bro for any while longer.
Yeah,
But Rob,
hey,
I got you in.
look.
Don't say you didn't get to make your points, though. All right. The look. I wish I had a replay of Rob's anger and disgust when I was about to let you off the show after 2 hours, and you weren't going to get a chance.
I want to see that too. And by the way, who put me back up? I took myself off just to
I put you up there. I wasn't letting you leave.
I was going to come back.
We need you.
Yeah. Now, hey, we'll see what happens. I'm rooting for him, dude. I'm rooting for him. I want to see how they incorporate him. It's going to be very interesting. But the hybrid stuff, dude, if Glenn's talking 3-4 already, Reese is the perfect 3-4 outside linebacker. 3-4 outside linebacker is edge. That's edge. 3-4 outside linebacker is edge. It's Lawrence Taylor, Giants, Parcells, 3-4. So, yeah, we'll see. Listen, it comes down to me just based on what I saw in terms of every snap they had in college. I just think the instincts, forget the run defense. What they're going to have to do is drill the instinct out of Bailey in terms of always wanting to pass rush on every down, in terms of using hands and eluding and going around and using finesse. He has to be more multiple in the way he attacks it. And if they could drill that instinct out of him, then okay, let's get going and see what we could do.
Speaking of see what we could do, come see Robbie Sabo at Gangrene Beach Club on July 11th.
Is Rob the Jet fan going? That's the question I have now.
Well, you know what? It's a great question. To be honest with you, I don't actually know the answer to said question. I could try and get us an answer, though.
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen, we head to the hole where Rob is standing by. Rob, are you going to come to Gangrene Beach Fest?
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, if Cisco's there, I might have to pay him back.
You going to throw him in the Atlantic Ocean?
I might.
Hey, Rob, I got thrown in the hole 75 times a couple weeks ago.
Robbie, are you going?
Of course he's going, Robbie. You
I'm
watched
going.
the show.
Yeah.
He's on the graphic. We announced it.
I don't know. Let me see. Robbie, since they banned me here, just Brendan Sorsby. I think we should take a dart throw on him. I would love to have him as a quarterback.
I haven't watched enough of them to really have an opinion. Right now, it's a third round, maybe. I wouldn't go higher than that.
But I think Jake's right. Second round, we got him locked up. He's coming to the Jets.
Yeah, I think that's right.
I would love.
Abracadoodle.
Man, what a show.
Yeah, dude, that was good. The Asmaniacs, I'm very fond of all of you. Love you all.
They're going to love you in this Speedo on July 11th.
Even Yo Holmes. Yo Holmes is still my dude.
Yo Holmes called in the day of the championship.
Oh, look at that. Look at that stud. Look at that. Jeez, he must work out.
Who wore it better? Beast, Max, Gary, or Sabo?
I mean, if I had to judge, Beast. He's like, dude, I'm so envious of his physique. It's like
can't teach sexy like this.
It's Adonis level is Speedo. I'll bring the board shorts. Let's start there. How about that?
Love it. Robbie, I appreciate you hopping on. We'll talk soon.
Later, everybody. Robbie
Sabo with us. All right, we're already over 2 hours here, but I want to rip through these last second calls. I'm going to be back this afternoon. We're giving away a Breece Hall helmet during the second show. Enter on this show for your chance to win. Cisco, your sentencing of Rob to the hole got you another 10 entries. Couple super chats we're behind on. This one's from Ralphie Rocks, who says, Reich, don't be a prick. Make the backup QB Klubnik. That's what's right. Make the backup QB Klubnik. I want Cade to be the backup. Long story short, I've been saying this. Big fella says, if Sadiq is Mike Gesicki, he'll be considered a bust. He was drafted too high to be Gesicki. I agree. He's got to be more impactful than Gesicki. I don't think you're off base. More of your calls, shall we? Let's say hello to Asman, who's next. Hey, Asman.
Hey, brother. How we doing? Hey, this
What's
show
up, dude?
is amazing, bro. This show is amazing, man. The whole this is a creating a real machine, though. Like he's funny.
He's a man's man.
Love him. With that Speedo, he looks pretty manhood right there. I can say, hey, no homo, by the way.
Asman, you're in Jersey. You got to come to AC.
Brother, I will come to Atlantic City if the beast comes down and he arms wrestle me. I want to see it. I want to see it.
All right, so we get beast there. You'll go.
I feel that match on it. I'll be down there. I'm kind of busy with the kids. I just have she's 9 months today. Last time I called when Sabo was on, I remember I was feeding her and all that, put her on the camera. Her name is Alida. So quite
Love that.
busy, man.
Love
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So Cade Klubnik, hype in May, brother. Who would have thought that? Only that I remember when the pick was made, I called in that same night for the draft day, and I've been super chatting that all I want for him is just to be out there. Let's just not throw the whole tag. He's a fourth round. He's technically a third round because we traded two fourth. So the guy has played a lot. The guy has a lot of experience. I can see Frank Wright paying close attention to him. And I remember I texted, that's what great organizations do. When you got in San Francisco, Brock Purdy, you got a Dak Prescott. It comes every once in a while, but if we're lucky enough and we can keep up with three, and who knows what happens for next year? Let's just have what we have now and go for it. But I'm loving the whole plan that the Jets have had this offseason, paying Bruce Hall. I don't know where the lane trend is. Choo choo. You haven't seen him in a while, though. I don't know where he is. I don't get to jump in and talk with you guys. I'm always at work. Mondays I'm usually off, and right now I'm arranging my kids' room. I have these box right here. I'm about to send to the DR clothing. That he doesn't wear or fits anymore. People don't throw clothing away. There's always somebody who needs it. I want to send it down to the Dominican Republic. There's a whole bunch of kids down there. Find your closest church or donation box and just donate. That's all I want to say. Don't throw away. But anyway, going back to the conversation, is they're doing the right thing. Let's see what we have this year. Let's see how it goes. One funny thing that I want to say, it's funny to see Frank Wright kind of like rehearsing for the succession plan just in case Glenn doesn't work out. You saw it in the draft. You saw him in the press box. You're seeing him now in the rookie mini camp. And it's been good. It's been good. By the way, I met him right here at Don Jose in Flohan Park. Chef Kevin, congratulations on winning the Ask Maniacs, though. I haven't had the chance to say that. A really beautiful run. My early pick, like I super shot it, is the Beast. I can see that happening next year. And nothing but I keep seeing you guys around on whatever terms I can. I'm gonna be taking my FMLA, my 12 weeks. I'm gonna be here with my family a lot. I'm gonna be showing face more, and hopefully I can make it to Atlantic City. Let's see. If the beat comes down, I'll tell my wife, "Hey, I gotta do this."
we need you there, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
won't be a party without Asman.
Hey, let's do it. I show up hurt. I show up hurt if I could.
Well, I hope you make it, my man. Appreciate you calling in. All right.
You got it, brother. Have a good one. Take care, guys.
Asman, checking in. Love it. Good call from him. Hit the like button if you're just joining us. Comments, questions, super chats, cut the line. We're working on a Cisco Lopez emoji. Cisco's daughter is a huge fan of flamingos. So Cisco sent over a little prototype emoji that we're working with right now. So perhaps the next Cisco themed emoji will look something like this. Be on the lookout for that after all the memberships we've been able to add over the last couple of shows. All right, I got time for maybe 2 more calls, and then we got to run. We're on the air again in just a little bit. Before we get to your last couple of calls, I want to remind people that today's Jake Asman Show is being sponsored by Cheers. Knicks fans, especially the Knicks fans out there who are looking to party over the next week now that the Knicks are headed back to the conference finals. If you're going to be out and about enjoying a few drinks while celebrating, make sure you have some Cheers on you, because the next day you don't want it to be rough. You don't want that hangover to be brutal. Cheers will make it better. It's a pill that you take after drinking. It helps your body handle alcohol better so you don't feel sluggish. You don't feel awful the next day. It's easy. It's literally a capsule that you take when you're done drinking for the night. You take it with water right before you go to bed. That's it. It works while you sleep. So you wake up feeling a lot better than you normally would. I've used it for years already. The company actually started down in Houston, where I did radio for almost 6 years. You wake up clearer, more functional, ready to go instead of dragging through the day. If you want to enjoy your nights without paying for it the next morning, Got to give Cheers a shot. Go to cheershealth.com, promo code Asman, and get the discount of 20%. That's cheershealth.com, promo code Asman. Shout out to Cheers for sponsoring our show. A few calls left. Ladies and gentlemen, let's say hello on the Gusbuster hotline to Izzy. Izzy, are you there? He is not. Philly Noodles, are you there? Hello, Philly.
Yo, what up? I want to make sure we both have I want to make sure we both have our eyesight still after the last time we were on.
Oh, dude, I've seen a lot worse since then. Look at this.
Oh, God. Is that supposed to be who I think it is in the middle?
Oh, that's the great Mad Max. Beast, happy Cinco de Beasto.
Thank you very much. I'm doing a little construction right now, fixing something here.
Are you not wearing pants?
I'm working right now. I'll work here. I gotta go take a shit right now.
Have you recovered since seeing that?
Yeah, I think I have. Well, I guess you can with all the Cade Klubnik fandom that's going on now with his long hair and his flowing locks jogging down to rookie training camp. That was crazy.
A lot of chop for club.
Yeah, too much. Hey, everybody, expectations. Let's temper. You know what I mean? Let's see what happens. I'd really like to see him in the preseason though, because he's obviously going to get good run. But I think the Breece signing was, it's at a good point because God knows what it would have been if Bijan would have. God knows what Bijan's going to get paid. I think he'll break that record, obviously. And then Achane, I think they already kind of extended Achane, but Bijan and Gibbs is going to be enormous. Yeah, I'd like to see them add a linebacker at some point, but I think Mooj is still killing it. He's killed it, and we'll see what everything brings this preseason. I'm kind of amped for it. Yes, sir.
Philly, we need you in Atlantic City.
I saw that, man. I'm still. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
We need you there.
Trying to,
you, Robbie Sabo, talking football. You and Beast reconnecting.
Yeah, I will have a shirt on. I promise everybody. Do not worry about that. I'm not going shirtless out there.
Ladies and gentlemen, Philly Noodles. I think you should be there, Philly. I think it would be great. I know this guy is going to be there. Ladies and gentlemen, we say hello to the winner of the 2025 as Maniac Madness tournament. Him and Chef Kevin in the same place on July 11th. We need it.
The only thing worse than the New York Jets is cheap-ass shoes and head coach blues. At least we got Muji and some first-round picks. Jake, my brother, I'm trying to get hype, but this team sucks, and Joe Bonesy needs me to sell new flippers to this fat dumpster fire.
Bonesy. 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 Anybody home? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Bonesarelli. Joe Bonesy. Hey, Joe. Hey, Joe. Is anybody alive out there? Bonesy. Stefan, where's Bonesy?
I don't know. From the look of things, looks like he's stocking some shoes.
Interesting. All right. Well, let's continue with your calls in the meantime. The big fella's on the line. Hey, big fella.
Hey, man. What's going on? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good, man. Hanging in. Good weekend. Again, happy Mother's Day to everybody. All the mothers out there and all you mothers in here. Yeah, I have a question for you. With this whole Rossini thing, right? Do you think that AJ Brown trade still goes through?
Yes, I think it goes through whenever the money on Brown's contract, there's less of a dead cap hit for the Eagles after like a June date. So I don't know what date it is. I think it goes down then. Why wouldn't it? I mean, the Rossini stuff happened and the Eagles still went out there and got Mekhi Lemon. Like they made moves to plan for life after AJ Brown.
That's true. That's true. But I don't know. Wouldn't the NFL be more? Wouldn't they? You don't think they would take a deeper look into it?
What's there to look into? You can't force teams to agree to a trade just because one reporter is banging another team's head coach.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. I don't know. That was just a question I had, because I heard about the Julio Jones thing with her, and then just figuring if this was a pattern or something.
I just they're not bringing any rules though. The NFL is not going to like step in and stop a trade. There he is.
Yeah,
but it's like, what's up, Bonesy?
I missed you guys. My bad, helping customers.
Did you hear me going, Bonesy?
I didn't. I left my earpiece at home, so I missed a lot of the show.
Your brother walked right by, and I was like, "Joe Bonesy, stop!" And he just kept walking. You go rewind, you can see it.
What's up, the fella that's big?
Bonesy, are you ready to be in a Speedo with Beast, Mad Max, and Gary on July 11th?
Oh, go ahead, Bone.
I love this. Look at this graphic. For some reason, I just keep looking at the Speedos. The Jet Speedos. It just keeps catching my eye.
Savo's ready.
Fuck the painted six packs. Look at them Speedos, baby. I'm ready, man. I'm trying to. I'm definitely trying to make this work. I got to be there. I may have to work and then come from work, so I'll get there like a little later in the party. But I'm sure after the 12 to 6 party, we're still gonna go hard. So
yeah, that's just the day part. There's gonna be if anyone's staying over. It's gonna be a weekend of fun.
Yeah, it sounds fun, man. Sounds like you guys are gonna have a good time.
We need you there, big fella.
I can't. I'm gonna be in Nashville that weekend, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm gonna be in Nashville, but I wish I was going, man. It's in Jersey for once,
I know.
So it's like, So
man,
it sounds awesome. Everybody's got to go.
See you in your Jet Speedo.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'll break it out. Why not? I'll break that thing out only on special occasions.
Yo, that picture, the head in his pants looked bigger than the head on his shoulders.
Unbelievable.
Oh God, if you go like a little further away from Atlantic City in the vicinity, you could get yourself in some trouble, man. I went there for my bachelor party, and let's just say the clubs are fun if you go to the right ones.
Hey, you're not talking about dance clubs, are you?
Oh, I'm not.
No.
I know.
Yeah. No, that ocean place is great. You guys are gonna have a great time down there. It's beautiful, beautiful building, and they have everything you would want. So everybody's got to go, man. Everybody's got to go that can go. So I'm plugging it.
WB throws a hell of a party. So
lose the man.
That's what I heard too.
The lineup so far is already crazy. So I mean, Jesus.
I mean. Name someone that appears on this show or is in the Jet community, and there's a good chance they're going to be there.
Seriously,
that's true. I would have loved to meet Frankie V, man. I would have loved it. That would have been the shit. But
him and Robbie are going to have a WWE style Royal Rumble on the beach.
Yeah. No, it would have been a good time. Yeah, I wonder if. He's gotten over that whole his gloating of David Bailey yet. Is he going to still have a big head when he goes down there, you think? Is he going to shove it in Robbie's face? Who knows?
He could.
Probably until they get on the field, right? Until they get on the field, I feel like Frankie's got the goods to brag. He won that battle, so
that's true, bro.
Yeah,
that is true.
Man, what a stomach right there. Imagine I really looked like that with my shirt off.
Bring your wife to Gangrene Beach Club. We'll get her in.
Oh God.
You guys need a nice weekend getaway without all the kids.
Yeah. I'll be lucky. I'll be lucky if I have to show up and I still have to bring my dog with me. I don't even think she's gonna be home. I literally think that weekend she has a bridal party for one of her friends, and we got some stuff to work out, but I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna try to make it. I gotta be there. That lineup is.
You gotta be there, man. You gotta be there. I gotta be there, but I can't be there. But you gotta be there, bro.
You'll be there in spirit. We'll AI you into all the photos. Don't worry.
You're the first champ, bro.
The champ. No, well, we got a new champion.
I know.
Perfect, Chef Kev.
Chef Kev's great. Yeah, love it.
Hell yeah. I just want to say one Jet point that I've been thinking about. I was watching all the interviews of all the players, and I loved how they were getting together themselves and orchestrating in the hotel workout room and the ballroom, and they were just like grinding. And all the players have a good head on their shoulders. I love hearing that stuff. And I don't know, man. This is our time to be optimistic, and I'm not here to like gloat on Cade. Like, he's getting a lot of hype already. His hair blowing in the wind and stuff, but I do love the non-pressure on a quarterback, and I love what he said too in the interviews. He didn't want to harp on injuries, but he gave us some intel on how he was feeling throughout that year, and that could have a big reason of why he flopped so bad in the 25 season. But look, I personally been saying this. Jet fans are tough on quarterbacks, and if we had a first-round pick on this team, we'd be pressuring him to get on the field, and he may not be ready. And since we have a guy who was drafted on day 3, who we wanted a year prior and had a high grade on him then, and he had a bad year, we got a day 3 discount. Now he's going to sit and develop, and I think Gino's going to play well this year. I'm a Frank Reich bootlicker, the number 1 first Frank Reich bootlicker. Is me, baby.
Hell yeah.
So can I give you one Frank Wright observation if I could find this photo of him? There was a photo that the Jets posted. I don't know if I have it handy. He looked very old. And I was like, uh-oh. He kind of looked old. I was like really old when he was out there coaching. Try to find this because I had it in my notes somewhere.
He's grayed out. He's not Robbie grayed out. He's old man grayed out.
How old? Oh, sorry.
You're good, big fella.
How old is Musgrave?
Old.
Yeah. 60s. Right?
Oh, sorry. How old is Musgrave?
Old. How delayed is big fella? Good gosh.
Yeah.
I
don't know if it's me or big fella, but we definitely got a delay going on.
All right, my internet's shit. My internet's shit. I'll talk to you later.
Thank you, big fella.
That's big, baby.
So here's the photo of Frank Reich. He looks like my grandpa.
Oh, shit.
Look, I like Frank. I thought his press conference the other day was impressive, but I thought this photo in particular made him look like he's older than he acts. He's only 64. He looks like he's like 84 in this photo.
Look, man, he's a veteran in the room, and the most exciting thing about everything is that Frank wanted these guys. Like, these are guys that our offensive coordinator, who's a veteran, he wanted them, and that makes me excited. The fact we wanted Cade makes me excited. They wanted a guy, they went and got him. It's not like some guy that they had to pick. Like, they wanted this guy. That means that they're invested, and I don't know. That excites me. So call me a positive whatever. I'm excited. Well, this is our time to be excited, but even Breece staying, shout out to my man Lou B. He was hitting us with a lot of Breece, banter, hearing, in person Breece saying shit. And I'm sure he did. He's upset and he got paid. So of course he's going to be happy. But Breece being back is a big move for us. He's going to be just, if he plays how he did after the trade deadline last year, because that was to me one of the hardest I've seen Breece run for short yardage and that type of stuff. He really put his head down after that trade deadline because obviously he wanted money. So I'm excited, man. I'm very excited. The draft class is fun, and these rookies, they all have a good head on their shoulders. Again, those interviews were dope. All of them, every one of them sounds like, and can I just say one thing before I go? But go New York, go! Because I am
Ladies and gentlemen,
hyped,
let's
man.
go.
I am hyped about the Knicks. God, feels good, man. Watching Brunson going from having the ball in his hands 80% to like 60%. I feel like it's rejuvenized everybody, even Bridges, everybody getting touches. You're watching plays develop instead of it just being like the Brunson show. And I think it just helps that when we need to see the Brunson show, it's like fresh. They're not just targeting the Brunson show. It's like Towns is looking to pass. I don't know, man. I'm worried about these days off, but OG needs it. But man, the Knicks feel like, you don't want to mess with us right now. I hope this play keeps up because this is a lot of fun and we deserve this. I'm very excited about the Knicks.
Say go New York, go New York, go! Go New York, go New York, go!
Excellent. All right. We've gone so late, but this guy's usually a great caller. So let's squeeze him in. Today's closer is Knowledge of the Jedi. Let her rip, Knowledge.
Hey, what's going on, Jake? I'm very excited about Klubnik right now in our draft picks in the draft, especially D'Angelo Ponds. I feel it gives us like another aspect in the deep back room that could go inside outside, and especially Cooper in the back end when we got him to get depth for the line.
Yeah, I mean, I think they have a tremendous amount of weapons now. They got to be coached, though. That's where Frank Reich, 85-year-old looking Frank Reich, comes into play here.
The thing is with NFL coaches, they don't get to sleep a lot, so they seem to age a little different than everybody else. Because if you look at Todd Bowles, he looked young and then he got old. Same thing with Herman Edwards. He kind of looked like he had more like darker hair and then it got gray as he was.
It's also being the Jet coach. Like it's like the presidents. You ever see the photo like before and after each president?
Oh yeah,
that's
like
being the
Obama?
head coach of the Jets. Yeah, like the stress of the Jet coaching job is different than other jobs.
I bet. Shit, I bet. Friggin', we need a win. Like New York, we're a hardcore fan base. We got to win. And the thing is, it's been a while. Like it's been a long time, and I'm excited to be a Jet fan. You know what I'm saying? Like it's been a while. I've been hearing it. People been talking trash. We're garbage. We can't even compete in our division. This, that, and the third. And now look, we're making big splashes in the offseason. We look like we got a high-powered offense now that we re-signed Breece, even though I feel the price is a little high, but who cares? The salary cap goes up next year, and now we got a 4-down back. And if we put him in the passing game, hey, he might get 2,000 all-purpose yards. The man could play receiver. So, you know what I'm saying? So I think it'll open up a lot. And then we could re-sign Geno if he has a good year for maybe 2-year contract, and that could give us a little more flexibility next year in the draft.
From your lips to God's ears.
Oh, I pray every day.
I think we all are. But I'll tell you what, you got to have hope. And at least there's some hope that's being restored, Knowledge.
Nah, I appreciate you, man. And I'm telling you, it's been a long time of negativity and a lot of people talking that smack. And then didn't help last year with the Patriots going to the Super Bowl, like, trying to rub it in our face. You know what I mean? So
That's been brutal.
I think this year they got some distractions. I feel Miami's going to tank. It's really, if we could edge them and the Bills, maybe we could be division champs this year. We just got to win our home games.
Yeah, look, I think getting out to a good start, winning home games, they got to be better against the division. They were horrific against the division last year. Like, New England should be taking a step back. The Dolphins are a team that's in the Jets weight class. You have to find a way if you want to have any chance of a season to win 3 division games. Like, split with New England or somehow split with Buffalo and take both Miami games. Like, that's your best path to doing it.
Yeah. Makes us 4-2.
Yeah, I mean, 3-3, I think you'd sign for right now. But, I mean, last year they didn't win any. So they got a long way to go.
Hey, hopefully we're revived. I feel like we got a better coaching staff. We did really extremely good in the draft. I'm happy we got Omar Cooper Jr. And Sadiq. It brings a whole new element in the slot because I feel we could use Sadiq kind of like Shannon Sharp. Like we could put him out there and have crazy mix matches across the middle with him.
Amen. Knowledge. I hope you're right.
Hey, and then
would you say Sadiq is a freak?
Yeah, I think so, man. Running a 4-3, and you're
certified freak 7 days a week.
Hey, hopefully not in New York. You get all messed up on the side, off derailed.
I was
the way,
obsessed with
things are moving.
Sadiq, certified freak, 7 days a week, certified freak. Obsessed with Sadiq, certified freak, 7 days a week, certified. Obsessed with Sadiq, 7 days a week.
7 days a week.
Certified freak.
It's kind of what we need. That is what we need. Sadiq to be Sadiq. By the way, Luby's like, send me the MP3 for that, and we'll make sure the DJ plays it at Gangrene Beach Club. I'm like, you got yourself a deal. All right, our latest emoji is now live. Cisco Lopez emoji. Cisco, you tell me your thoughts. This is what you sent, and then we had to size it up for YouTube. ladies and gentlemen, that is a show. We will be back this afternoon, 4 p.m. Eastern time is the start time. The Jet conversation never ends. We're going to raffle away a Breece Hall signed helmet. Tickets available now for Gangrene Beach Club. GangreneBeachClub.com. First come, first serve. The biggest event we've ever thrown this summer, July 11th at HQ2 in Atlantic City. JETS, 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 Jets. I leave you all with this. Let's go Knicks, baby. Hit it.
Say go New York, go New York, go! Go New York, go New York, go!
Oh, hi. Jake wants me to ask you to click on the like button.
That's right, Lane. And if they don't subscribe to the Jake Asman Show, this team may never win another game. Let's go Jets!